Oh, shoot. Welcome. Awesome. Oh, boy. Anyways, hello, wonderful people on the internet. My name is Alan, and welcome to episode 5 of Legends of Solari. Yes, there's been 5 of these already, and our awesome adventurers have been through a lot, so let's just pick up where the story last left off. Sadly, today, we have no Christopher Denise because he has another obligation he has to fulfill, but we do have a very awesome guest character today. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Thomas, do you have any announcements in regards to the channel or anything?
So just in honor of our guest, who you'll meet in a bit, we are actually streaming on YouTube as well as Twitch, so we're excited about that. Mm-hmm. We'll be doing that going forward, providing it continues to work as flawlessly as it has. Again, we've got a lot of followers to hit 200, but if we hit 200 subscribers on YouTube or 200 followers on Twitch, we'll be giving away a couple of mugs. So go ahead and give us a like or a subscribe or a follow.
Yeah, these mugs are very awesome. It holds exactly 1 beer, which we learned yesterday. So anyways, I can't say enough. Thank you for all the support that the show's been getting. We need all your help to make the show better. So we love you guys. So just sit back, relax, grab a snack, and enjoy the impending chaos. And welcome back. All right, so picking up where we last left off, Thomas, hit me with that Sirenscape awesomeness.
All right.
Yeah. Definitely does not sound like the University of Thess, but we'll go with that. So last episode, you guys got a lot done. After discovering more about the sort of like the crypt or dungeon, small mini dungeon that you guys were in, and just discovering more about just sort of like the lore and the history of Solari, you guys went on your way to West Harbor.
Same.
As you guys,
we'll work through this.
Sirenscape, we do love you guys. So yeah. So as you guys were on your way to West Harbor, a lot of hijinks ensued. A good way to open up a morning is to jump off a cliff to save a seahorse.
As you do.
Yeah, as you do. Then after that, you guys had a little bit of a run-in with a law scale caravan rolling away fugitives, the orc fugitives. And as you guys get to West Harbor, you guys first step foot into the largest metropolitan city in all of Solari, in which lots of things have happened. You guys visit the law scale barracks to pick up some jobs so that you guys can make some extra cash in town. Other people are doing their own specific things right now, but the last we left off, you just saw your manager get knocked out by Cora, and you've basically had to save him. So the partying at the University of Thess is slowly starting to die down. Everybody is sort of tired of their own crazy hijinks. You see most of the people that have been dancing, been playing their instruments. It's starting to slow down into a less chaotic of a flow. Everyone's not hyper jumping about, but rather it's more of a slow party now. Ebenezer is still on the ground, even though you were able to heal him. He's really out of it. Ebenezer. I mean not Ebenezer. Bertram, correct. And what do you guys want to do? You guys are at the University of Thess right now, and your manager's still knocked out on the ground, covered in stinky fluids.
Yeah, I'm going to go and I'm going to pick him up, and I'm going to take him to a tavern, the closest tavern.
Easy enough to do. I mean, he is a halfling, although a bit chunky. He's easy enough to carry. That's
even after he blew chunks.
Oh, right. His pants are completely soiled.
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that.
I know this.
Mm-hmm. I am not sorry.
Perhaps we can clean him up.
Mm-hmm.
It's what I intend to do.
I did bathe in the fountain at the other college if you want to throw him in there.
No.
Oh, you know what?
No, don't need to do that.
Yeah, it would really piss off those snooty wizards.
Let's do it.
Or we can go to the tavern and get him cleaned up and have a drink.
I really don't want to start a rivalry with them again.
It's already exists.
Perhaps let's hit the tavern.
So you guys
I
gonna
can
head back
use
to
a
the town?
Well,
Do
I'm
you
going
want
to
to
take him to the nearest tavern to get
The
him when he's
nearest
clean.
tavern? In specifically the Forum, where basically all the scholars of West Harbor spend most of their time, where the University of Thest and also the Academy of Arcanum, which is on the opposite side. Surprisingly, there aren't many taverns around here. It's more about studying here, not partying.
Perhaps if we take him to the tavern we're staying, we might meet up with our missing colleagues.
Oh, to Gilly's.
That's like 2 hours away.
I'm not carrying him 2 hours like this.
I'm not touching him unless it's killing him.
Clean him, throw him in the fountain, wash him down, then carry him back.
It's a pretty clean fountain.
Fine.
Or it was
fine.
before I got in there.
So you're gonna walk over to the opposite school and you're gonna toss
I'm not a
Bertram
part of
into
this. I don't think this is a good idea.
I would carry him, but skinny little arms.
He's
I can drag him.
Just drag him.
I'll drag him.
Yeah.
Actually, how much does he
I
weigh?
picked him up.
let me look up halfling weight.
34.74 pounds.
Oh, that's very specific.
My encumbrance rules are on point.
I do respect that you're very adherent to the book laws. So
I can
he's
carry
actually
it.
50 pounds.
Okay, I can carry him.
Yeah, that's
I
easy
just
to
move a
carry.
little
That's
bit
easy to
slower.
carry him. I can carry him myself.
Okay.
I just love.
We'll take turns. We'll take turns carrying him.
He's around 50.
Let's head back to our tavern. That'll be better.
Fine.
Yeah, definitely. So as you guys are going out the same way you came,
Just plug my
heading.
nose.
Oh yeah, plug your nose. He smells really bad.
Oh yeah, of course he does.
So you guys are heading back the same way you came down this. So the Forum is slightly outside of like main West Harbor. It's its own little place. It's actually like has really nice like paved stairs leading up to it, like a much higher area. And as you guys are getting closer to sort of like the exit, heading down, you see something that wasn't there before. A half-orc man sitting there, sort of like on a carpet, and he just really focusing on something. Warren, could you get in here, man? Give it up for our guest, Warren Reed, guys.
All right.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm so
Welcome.
excited. Welcome to Legends of Solari, man.
Thank you for having me.
So tell the players what they see.
They see an orc sitting down in a meditative stance, a half orc sitting down in a meditative stance, surrounded by 3 semi-transparent balls, and the balls vibrate and oscillate as people come and go. So people pass him the balls kind of like a dog that would sniff you as you go by. And as you approach, the balls all line up, and I break my stream of meditation to acknowledge the travelers.
And you see in front of them a very well-dressed human male with a nice hat on. You see a very, very beautiful-looking bard with flowing red hair, and you see a short, stocky, really angry gnome.
Travelers,
Good
you
day.
bathed recently.
Yeah.
What is that stench?
It's my idiot manager. Going to go clean him up.
It seems that fate has plans for you. Would you like to know what they are?
Sure.
Yes?
Can I do an insight check?
Yes,
Or can
I
I mean, it seems kind of sketchy.
Yeah, go ahead. Insight check.
I'm going to do that
Natural
too.
20.
Natural 20. Wow. Okay.
That sounds like a great idea.
So what you gather is that this is a man of magic. He's you've seen this before. People that sort of like set up like sort of like a little like sort of like a busking like entertaining area with like the tapestries and the balls and all the baubles. You can tell like he's a fortune teller. In a sense, a fortune teller. Yes.
Except I'd really like to be clean first.
What fortunes will you tell us?
I have encouraged would-be kings to take their throne, and I have disheartened warlords prior to battle. I will not tell you any fortune. I will just tell you what the fates have in store for you. And depending on how well or how poorly you take that news, you can be strengthened or you can be enfeebled by it. But fate does not change. Just remember, whatever happens to you probably only will last you about 12 hours. And that's about enough time for you to convince yourself that you don't believe in fate. Fate is not real. You determine your own destiny, right? Someone take a seat.
Who wants their fortune read?
I'm confused enough to sit down.
You first.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I will not read all of your fortunes, only one of your fortunes.
Well, okay.
Go ahead.
You already popped a squat.
I was going to sit
I would
down.
prefer not to have the stinky one in my chair. Yes.
Don't worry, Bertram is not
I am,
going to be sitting for you. He's passed out.
My futures and fates are not of that much concern, although my companions, perhaps.
Humans. Always the tempters. Okay. Roll. And
Oh, okay. So who wants their fortune read right now?
Apparently me. I chose the.
What did you roll on
I'm
your
definitely
insight?
willing to
3.
stop in mid squat.
He's
Back up.
so mysterious. He has like this air of like magical
Oh,
mystery.
he's
to him.
sexy as all hell. I totally want to get my fortune read by him.
Okay, so she sits down right next to you and explain to her what you
Knocked
do
off
right
the
now.
chair.
I totally just talk about. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just go. Sorry, Sebastian.
Oh, and just one more thing for the people at home, if you're wondering about what type of character Warren's playing, he's actually playing a custom subclass that I've designed specifically for Solari. It is a warlock subclass. So
you don't have to do anything. You just sit there and let the orbs do their job. The orbs glow and they start to rise and expand and oscillate around your head. And they're moving, they're interweaving through themselves, kind of like if you played basketball, kind of a three-man weave situation.
Okay.
And then they stop abruptly. Interesting. I've never seen them glow red before. Does she roll or do I reveal first?
roll a religion check.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Sure, that's the same thing. You
I'm
have to
gonna
roll a
back
religion,
away.
Oh, good.
religion check.
I was distracted by the
7.
pretty lights.
Apparently, I sucked.
Do it. That's a failure.
Oh, man. Unfortunately for you, traveler, your time here is limited. You limited on a relative scale, meaning you probably won't reach the end of your quest, whatever that may be. But keep in mind that this only affects, I roll to see which
Yes,
one.
roll a d6. Yeah, what afflicts her?
4.
So that's disadvantage for that. Okay.
With intelligence. So you take a disadvantage on your saving throws for intelligence. That's
for the next 12.
for the next 12 hours.
Yeah.
You will not meet the end of your quest because you lack the mental fortitude to see it through.
It's perhaps the sticky halfling on your shoulder.
Probably
I
a big
did throw him
distraction.
down, but yes, that's probably a good. He happens to distract me from a lot of my quests. This is probably why it's a bad idea. Oh, but
You all seem like a very interesting lot. I would be willing to read your fates along the road if you'll have me to accompany you.
Do we get the feeling that... Do we know what happened to her, or is it...
It's more like, well, you rolled what, like a 7 on Arcana?
No, like a 4. It's
Like a 4?
nothing, yeah.
It's more like you get the you see him do his thing as the orbs just spin around and you see them interlock in between and they're weaving about. You see like little bits of strand, like very very thin, sort of like string, form in between like the orbs and the strands, and they're actually connecting to EO, but for some reason they turn red and the strands just sort of like snap.
Okay. So,
Meaning-
so it seems like it was not intentionally.
No, it
like
was
a
not
curse
intentional.
or something. Okay.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It was not intentional.
why didn't I get that one I rolled? That's why I need to get you dice.
Well,
I mean you no harm, but as you can see, reading fates doesn't allow me very many friends.
Perhaps a drink at the bar.
I've had plenty of half-orc friends. I would be happy to have you along.
Interesting. Thank you,
don't
travelers.
discriminate.
Oh, well, in the metropolis, I would hope not.
Yeah, absolutely not.
First round on me, my friends.
Well,
Besides,
that
find
I
you
can
to
get
be
behind.
an
Now you're my
intensely
favorite.
interesting person.
And you guys head back to Sippin' Gilly's Tavern back at the Gate District. So by the time you guys got to the University of Thesp, it took you guys about like 3 hours to walk from the marketplace where you guys were last, and to get there. So it was around like 8:30 and 9 where all the antics at the Thesp were happening. So heading back, you guys probably get there. It's nighttime, less foot traffic, so you don't have to like bump into people. So you get there probably in like 2-3 hours. It's around midnight now.
Oh,
Well,
you're gonna be late.
it's
you're
around
on time.
midnight. I'm actually on time, but I'm gonna go and quickly dump myself and change clothes so I can go and perform.
Much appreciated.
And you get into Sipping Gilly's, and Gilly just runs straight to EO, just like, EO, you're just on time. Perfect. The person who was supposed to open for you dropped, and the crowd is getting kind of feisty now, but
If you give me 2 minutes, I can get everything ready. I found Bert, and he needs a bath. Yeah, Gilly, yes.
Please, no, put him outside. He smells awful.
I need to draw a bath for him, or something.
The bath is outside. We
I'll
haven't changed
go
the
do
water,
that.
but
All right,
just
cool.
don't get him in there.
I will do that.
I'll get the water changed tomorrow. Oh, he smells terrible.
Yes, I know.
Okay, and you.
So I'm gonna go run out and
Yep.
do that. Dump him. I'm just
there.
gonna dump him because make sure he doesn't drown. But I'm gonna dump
He
him.
floats. I mean, he's sort of becoming semi-conscious. His eyes open, but he's like so tired and just messed up that he doesn't like respond. He just
Bert,
smiling.
I don't want to talk to you right now. I have to go perform and I have to change my clothes. But we'll discuss this later. Idiot halfling. And I'm gonna as soon as I'm gonna pull him out of the thing, and then I'm gonna go upstairs and get changed, and then come back down.
Yep. And you get there just 1 minute late of your 12 o'clock midnight call time. Do you perform for the crowd? Mm-hmm. Performance check. Are you going glamorous? Yeah.
Yes, I will go glamorous. You got an 11.
11. It's been a while since you've been at Sipping Gilly's. You have to gauge the crowd a little bit because every good performer has to gauge the audience. And you've been through a lot the last couple of days, seeing your magic get knocked out by your traveling companion. You're a little disheveled, but it's a good performance. On all high, everyone just like stepping along, clapping along to the song. It's overall good performance. Kovacs, are you down at the? Oh, are you still upstairs?
Yeah, I think I'm close to waking up because I think started resting at about 5-ish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'd be close to waking up then for that very long rest.
Yeah, and you wake up, you hear the music, and you recognize this music. It is a very innovative sound, something that you've never heard before. It's exclusive to EO. So,
Probably have.
what do you guys want to do in the tavern? You guys
Drink.
are all drink.
I'm
I heard
playing.
there's a drink being paid for by someone else.
Yeah.
Barkeep,
Yes.
4 drinks, please.
4 drinks. That will run you 4 silver.
4 silver.
Yes.
I think they'll run me 2.
Make a persuasion roll.
Not intimidation.
Are you trying to intimidate or persuade?
Intimidate.
Okay, roll for intimidation then.
Is it 6?
Roll a d20, which is that one, and add your intimidation modifier.
19 plus 6.
Wow.
Wow. Ooh, okay.
Poor Gilly is just. Do you know what? It's on the house. Don't worry. I like EO. I like EO's friends. I mean, Bertram does owe me 160 gold pieces of a whole year of not paying my tab. But okay, free round.
Fate smiles on you today, good sir. Here are your beers, friends.
Yeah, and you guys all get a large tanker of alcohol, and you come down the stairs and you see a new companion to the group.
Perhaps you should be a forever companion with the free ale.
Yeah.
And you guys do not see Chester.
Just want
You have not seen
just
Chester
want
all
to do a
day.
face palm.
Yeah, I take notice of them, but I look around for. I'm gonna be looking around the tavern for a specific person.
Make a perception check.
That is a 25.
25.
Can I do a
Okay.
controlling performance?
We'll hold on for
soon as I
you
can.
just a sec. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Can I do an enthralling performance?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean,
Alright.
you've definitely been performing for more than a minute. So read enthralling performance.
At the end of 1 minute performance, choose a number of humanoids within 60 feet of you to watch and be listened to all of it up to the equal number of your charisma modifier. Each target must succeed a wisdom saving throw against your spells, save DC, or be charmed by you. While charmed in this way, the target idolizes you, speaks glowing of you, or anyone who speaks to it, hinders anyone who opposes you, avoiding violence unless it was already inclined to fight on your behalf. This effect ends on one target after 1 hour. If it takes any damage, if you attack it, or if we witness to you attacking or damaging any of its allies, it will end.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically it's...
Awesome. So your charisma modifier is 5 right now. You can pick up to 5 people that you want enamored by your performance. Which 5 do you pick? Do you pick random people? Do you pick your teammates? Who do you want?
Random people.
Random people? Okay, they all need to do
So
wisdom saving
everybody.
throws.
Yeah, including, I mean, it's just random.
Well, it's 5 people. So
Yeah, it's
you
just
just pick five randoms?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just
What's your spell
random.
save DC? Should be on your spell page.
It is 15.
15. Ooh. They're all in love with you. All 5 of them. And they're all of different races, different
Okay.
genders. They're just they after your performance, they're just like, you're absolutely incredible. Oh my god, we've never heard music like this before. Oh, please, 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 can we have your autograph? Could you sign my neck?
Sure.
Here, take this inkwell. This really sharp inkwell and just stick it right in. Yes.
Okay, that's a little creepy. All right. I don't need to do anything that crazy. Here, I'm just gonna jot things down on that. Be just equal a little bit. Do I have an equal? Do I have?
I actually hand over some paper that I got from the some of the ink in the paper from the
Sebastian, thank you. I'm gonna start writing
Autographing.
everything. Just putting my name at you. Just handing it to them. There you go.
I will cherish this for the rest of my life. This is
Glad you
absolutely
enjoyed the
incredible.
performance. Sounds not good.
You're incredible. And wherever you go, these 5 just can't stop following you.
Okay, that's good.
Please tell us more about yourself. Oh, when's your next tour date? Where are you going next? We have to know. We have to be there front and center for everything. You're absolutely incredible.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I have to take care of someone. So please hang around, enjoy the tavern. Gilly is an amazing barkeep. Please give him your money. He
Oh.
deserves it.
Okay. Yes, that sounds awesome. We love your music. Are you gonna be touring soon? Where's the next place you're gonna go?
I am not certain at the moment.
Okay. Well, we'll keep an ear out.
Yes,
ear out.
please keep an ear out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
You're awesome.
Sounds like
You're
they
awesome.
would be willing to pay you for more information.
They probably would. How much did I get, by the way? I did put a tip thing out. And
Oh yeah, you busk. Yeah, right.
I busk.
Oh, actually, this would be a house fee. Oh, do you put a bus? Oh, you have a bus trade plus the house is gonna pay you. So,
You know, Gilly does enough for me. I don't need to. I don't charge him a house fee.
10 gold pieces in your busking tray. You were really good today.
Even though my performance was shit.
20 silver pieces. Yeah, no copper.
That's fine.
What's
Yeah.
the conversion from gold to
It's
silver?
10 copper to a silver, 10 silver to a gold, 100 gold to a platinum. Platinum's worth a lot in my universe. It's a very rare metal.
So I'm gonna give Gilly 5 of that gold, though.
What's this for?
It's because you're a good barkeep. And you're my friend. And
Eo, I've told you plenty of times before. I want Bird's money, not yours.
I know, but I feel
You've
bad.
done me plenty of favors before. You during your college days, you and your
Rowdy group of
friends were
friends.
your rabble rousers. They were excellent entertainers.
I
And
still miss Kaja every day.
Oh yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Kasia.
She's dead, remember?
Oh, I'm so insensitive. I'm so sorry.
It's
I
fine.
forgot she. It just when you run a bar, you see so many faces and people just trying to make like conversation with you. and you try
But
to
how are
go-
the twins? Have you seen them?
The twins? Was that the poet and the actor, if I remember correctly?
Yes.
Yes, the poet and the actor. Last I heard, they were traveling down to the south.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right, of course. I thought there was one to go.
Southport.
Southport. Who knows? Maybe I'll meet up with them
And
again.
did you have another one? You had one that you had the poet friend, the actor friend, and then you had tall, dark, and handsome. You remember him? Correct?
Oh,
Yeah. your
Dylan.
Oh yeah, your boyfriend. Right.
No, he wasn't my boyfriend. No, he never actually wanted to name that. No.
Dylan Dark, if I remember correctly,
Yes.
right? He, let's just say, he's still performing. Last I heard,
I'm sure he was.
he
Or
performed for
is.
the council, if I remember correctly.
Did he?
Yes.
Oh, good.
He's supposed to be the next like star in Solari. Personally, I was more of an EO fan. I'm more of the innovative sounds. I'm not a big fan of classical. But
Music's good.
Dylan is cutting
Honestly,
his own
our
path.
rivalry has more to do with what's in his head than what's in mine. I think what he does is fine.
I just fear. I know Dylan is a great musician. I just fear that he will walk down the path of his father.
That's always a fear.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna talk bad about Lord Dark.
Have you ever heard of Ristel?
Ristel, was that one of your college friends, if I remember correctly?
No, he was a childhood friend.
Did he play music,
He
dancing?
did. He was a prodigy. An elf prodigy. At least in my village.
I
He
mean,
came-
West Harbor.
But you and I have talked about him before.
Oh, that's cocked. Ooh. Was he elf, half elf, if I remember?
No, not half elf. He was full.
Full elf. Dark hair? Long black hair, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yes.
I think so. I don't know. He might have changed it.
Ristel. I can remember.
We've talked about it before, Gilly, but it has been a long time.
You've been gone for a while.
Yes, that's
because
true.
of the Maysfield Wheaton thing that Bert sent you to. That made absolutely no sense. But
no, I think he just wanted me to get out of the way. So
I
he can
know
do
for a
his drug
fact.
habit.
I'm trying to think. I know for a fact I probably booked someone with a similar name before, but they never showed up. So.
Who knows? I mean, he might be going by a different name.
Well,
I do.
I'll keep an eye out for Ristel for you.
No worries. You don't have to. I just was thinking maybe he might have passed your way recently.
Oh, by the way, when Bert wakes up, send him to me, please. We have a lot to discuss.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to be discussing a lot with him too.
Oh, good. And you finish your conversation with Gilly. The night is going on relatively well. The tavern is jovial after Eo's performance. It's starting to die down a little bit. By now, it's like 12:50-ish. It's about like, her performance was about like a quick 30 minutes, and everything's starting to die down. People are starting to head home. Some of the usual drunkards and
So I'm going to go
Rabble
sit back
rousers.
and sit with my friends afterwards.
sure, not a problem.
So I need to go to the bar and speak to Gilly.
Sure.
So I
Gilly's
just-
still there. Yeah.
So I kind of first slide over 4 silver. These are for the ales earlier.
Yes, I've never seen the half orc. Does he run with you usually?
No, we just met him.
Oh, good. He's very scary. And I'm not trying to like marginalize a certain group. It's just that one was
No.
specifically scary.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
So I'm new to town. Could you tell me a bit about this council, and specifically this Lord Dark?
Well, the Council of Greater Solari is the governing power of this land. In Solari, Greater Solari, we have no kings, unlike the Elven Kingdom and the Dwarven Kingdom, who are it's not part of Greater Solari. They're their own separate nation states. The council basically runs all of Solari. The head of the council is Commander Doran Embry. He's the commander of the military of the law, as you know, the law scale. Another member of the council is Archbishop Orion Dwendar. He is the head of the Church of Divine Light. And then, there's a third member,
What was his last name? The Archbishop?
Dwendar. Orion Dwendar. Dwarven man. And there's a third member. The Doran's younger brother, Salazar Embry. Don't know much about him.
Wait, so Doran is
The head of the
the
council
head of the council, and his younger brother.
is the third member.
There's only 3 on the council.
There's only 3 on the council as right now. These 3 run Solari as we speak.
But not... And one is a dwarf. What are the other 2? Humans?
Human.
So they run just the human portions of Solari.
Greater Solari. So basically Solari... this continent, everything is Solari except for the Forest of Origin, where the Elven Hornlands, and the Mountain Crown, which is on top, where all the dwarves are. Everything else is considered Solari. Yes.
I see.
So as you can tell, our beautiful land is being ran by military and religion. So.
Has it been a problem?
Well, I'm not usually the type to cause trouble, but the military can be incredibly... she looks around the room, making sure there's no law-scale soldiers. They can be oppressive at times. They mean good, I think. They just want to keep order in the land. Religion, on the other hand, can be a bit murky. As... Personally, I believe that everyone is inclined to believe whatever they want to believe. You're allowed to worship and follow whatever morals you want. When the most predominant religion in Solari holds power at the same time, it could be a bit of a problem. It can marginalize certain groups, certain other religions.
Is that what happened to the Harvest Moon, or whatever moon?
Healing Moon.
Healing Moon.
That's a little bit before my time. It's happened around 100 years ago. It was a problem. It was during my parents' time. I remember my parents told me stories.
So I mean, if it's that long ago, did this did the cleric on the council, was he alive then?
Well, dwarves live a very long time. He's, if I'm correct, Orion is hitting his 250th year in Dwarven age, so he's up there in age, yes. About what happened to the Church of the Healing Moon, I personally believe it was a dark time in Solari for a group to be marginalized like that. During this time, a group of Healing Moon members decided that they were tired of the Divine Light being the predominant religion, so they did something about it in violent, terroristic manners. Let's just say it didn't end very well for them, and the Church of Divine Light has put their foot down on them ever since. The church has never been the same. I rarely see any Healing Moon worshippers out in public now, because no one dares to associate themselves with a turbulent history.
Yet there still remain churches.
Yes, it's not illegal to be a member of the Healing Moon. It's just, with the political tension in Solari right now, it's best to sometimes hide what your beliefs are.
And I see.
Is there a church in this town?
Yes, in the church row, as there's only 2 large chapels. There's one to the Divine Light, which holds a 24-hour sermon. You can literally jump in any time. You see those large blazing fires that they're always alit. And then next to them is what's left of the Divine Moon Chapel. It's a victim of a lot of graffiti and vandalism, and yeah, it's kind of sad, really.
Are there still clerics there?
I'm personally not a pious person. I don't worship gods per se, but
Well,
maybe.
back up to the
I don't
table.
know.
Gilly, being a religious person.
Yeah, yes?
I hear Luna in the background. It catches my ear, and I turn to the bartender and say, are you aware of any acolytes or clerics that frequent this bar? Even in symbology, an errant tattoo or a trinket.
Make a persuasion check. So roll a d20, which is that funky looking one, and add your persuasion modifier.
Sure.
I'm actually going to switch beer to wine.
Not a
14 plus 4.
Nice. Wow, you're rolling great. It's possible. I've seen the lunar symbol still worn. You have to have a lot of guts to still wear the lunar symbol in a town run by the Church of Divine Light, or in most of Solari, but there are still people. There are still members.
If we were inclined to seek one out, where would we go?
You could... She feels really uncomfortable. It's like you're asking so much of a simple barkeep, but she's fidgety, she's kind of clammy. It's almost like you're interrogating her, and you intimidated her earlier, so she's not very comfortable around you. You should just probably head to the church. That would probably be your best bet. Whether or not they're outright with their activities where you can just walk into a church and say hello, I'm not too sure, but you'd probably start with the church. That would probably be your best bet.
Can I do an insight check on him?
Sure. Insight
He's
check.
asking these questions?
Yeah, insight check.
15... 16, 17.
17. Are you trying to hide anything per se?
No, I'm trying to garner more information.
Okay. So this is just to warn the player. Do you feel to divulge said information to Quora, or would you like to keep a secret for yourself? If you want to keep the secret, you have to roll deception against your insight. So that's why.
Roll deception.
Okay, you want to keep a secret?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
11 plus
What's yours?
6, 17.
17. What you roll for?
17.
Oh, it's a tie. Ooh boy. So in the case of a tie, reroll.
All right.
So insight versus deception again.
16 and 6.
Ooh.
22.
He beats me.
Yeah. You're trying to gaze Kismet. He's a very mysterious person. You can't really gauge him. You're still kind of confused what he did to Io earlier with the orbs and the thread.
Everyone relax. There is a plan that fate has for Solari. I just want to find out whether or not you are a part of it.
Has anyone ever told you you have beautiful eyes?
I am not susceptible to your enthralling charms. But thank you very much.
I don't
appreciate
care. I'm
that.
just telling you
Orcs,
as it is.
especially half-orcs, do not get compliments very often.
I had a good friend who was an orc, half orc.
Can I
Thank
pull
you
some...
for your information. I apologize for the scene earlier. Here's one gold piece for you.
Just subtract gold.
Yep.
She takes it and she says, I'm gonna start closing up.
I'm gonna go check on Bert. Do you want to come with me, Gilly?
In a sec, let me close up. So specifically for you, where are you, like, sort of like in the bar? Are you like trying to be more separated from the group, or are you just
I'm just kind of waiting around in the corner, just keeping it to myself and just looking around for.
Yeah, at this time it's around 12:15. It's getting closer to the time that was on the slip. So you see a very familiar face just pop in through the door. It's it's Aiden, your contact in the. He sits down. He's like, all right, Darkling, you're not gonna break my fingers again, are you?
No, as long as you tell me what I want to hear.
All right, they're gonna be in any second now. Look out for two guys. Okay, they're gonna be wearing dark hoods. I don't know where they're gonna sit, but I heard something about Odin Brock and stuff like that. So just they're coming in. All right, I gotta go. And little Aiden just dips out of there.
Guess I'll take a seat and keep an eye out.
Sure. For this sake, just make a general stealth check just to be nonchalant about it.
22.
Oh yeah, you're a regular bar patron, and it hits 1 o'clock, 1:01, and you see two dark hooded figures walk in. Now it's not the type of robes that look more like sort of like a religious robe. It's more like just like a road robe, but like people just wear it so like rain doesn't get in their head to keep sort of like cover their face. They sit down about 2-3 table lengths away from you, and they're just discussing. I want you to make a perception check right now.
26.
Dang, man. You're rolling good. One of them sort of removes their glove, just to like maybe shake out something because wearing gloves, it can get a little sweaty in the summer, which is the current season right now in Solari. And you notice a very similar symbol, a black handprint on top of his own hand. So sort of like if there was another handprint, like the same direction on top of it, he has one right there. And the other one's like, "What are you doing? You're supposed to hide that." He's like, "It's just so sweaty and hot, man." And he puts the glove back on.
Am I able to see their faces at all?
You do. They're not the guy you're looking for, but they do carry the same tattoo. And they're just disgusting. And you can hear this. Look, we have about 4 to 6 hours left before we meet Odin Brock at the docks, okay? He has 2,000 pounds of dwarven steel coming in. And we need to make sure that this goes smoothly. One is talking to the other person, and it's just like, no law scale, no nothing, okay? This can't go wrong. And they're just discussing, they just go about discussing more about dwarven steel and etc. What are you four doing? Well, because this is still happening in the bar. And it's starting to die down. A lot of people have left already. So currently in the bar, there's Gilly cleaning up. There's those 2 shady gentlemen, and then there's the rest of you. Oh, and Bert is floating in the back in the tub.
Well,
I wanted to
yeah,
pull
I'm gonna
Sebastian
go on.
aside and sort of freak out about what the questions he was asking about the
Go for
divine
it. Yeah.
help. I have the moon trinket thing that he's talking about, and I don't know what to do. I can't tell if his intentions are good or bad.
I can't get a read on him either. It is a very interesting quandary, because that vault that we had found. There must be more like it. And if it was a destroyed religion, I'm interested in finding out more about it. And if that helps
Do you want to go
solve
investigate
yours,
it tonight,
I think we should.
undercover, without anyone else knowing?
Can I do... I think it best if we bring our new friend with us.
Can I roll to
Maybe.
overhear?
Yeah, make a perception check. Because they're talking behind your back.
9 plus 2.
11?
Yep. Oh.
I mean, you hear them talk about like something about they mention you, but you don't get any context out of it.
For sure.
But you can tell they're you. The only sense that you guys that they're definitely talking about you. Well, you don't know the context though.
So
Fine, we'll bring him, but I'm going to be on my guard.
my first thought when we were walking through the town is that was an abandoned church. But now it seems like it just may be not as popular, which is different. Because
What are you guys talking about?
Eo just barges in. And how do you barge in? Are you just like prancing along and just?
No, I just kind of sit, like,
Yeah.
I just twirl a chair and just come and sit right next to them. In between them.
And the fact that Eo just sort of like barges in on your conversation, the 2 hooded figures sort of like sees what's going on. They actually just start table jumping, like so they can get a little further away from everybody. So they're a little even further away from you now.
I'm trying to listen in,
Can
but
I,
I'm being distracted by the bartender still being intimidated by me and dropping stuff around me.
Yeah,
So it's kind of
she's,
distracting.
she's not.
so I
she's
can't
still not
hear.
comfortable.
Yeah.
You scared her to half to death. Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Gilly to close up. I had already pulled Bert, by the way, from the tub.
Oh, the
he's
tub?
He's just trying to sober. I'm just trying to wait till him to sober up.
Yeah, and you bring him into your room, specifically your room.
Probably already. I mean, because I did that before I went and did
Oh yeah,
even
sure.
do the performance.
Okay, so you should don't. Yeah, I mean, easy enough. Gilly will be there to help you lift Bert out of the tub, drag him along the ground, and just toss his wet, semi-conscious body into your room. He's starting to come to. He's tired, and he's also like I said, he's really messed up on the gold dust.
Yeah,
But
I'm just waiting for him to sober up. That's why-
but,
and I'm waiting
he-
for Gilly to close, and
he-
then we can go and talk
He'll
to him.
probably be make a medicine check.
Is this with a disadvantage?
It's not
That
intelligence.
sounds- okay.
Medicine's intelligence or wisdom?
Medicine is wisdom. Yes. No, I have no idea.
No, you get disadvantage to your saving throws for
Okay.
12 hours, not your checks.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
I just I don't. I
just
don't.
judging for Bert, he'll probably be functional in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, this is just a whisper. Since it's not abandoned, it appears he has maybe a connection to get us in and help us get some questions answered.
Is this after I barge in on their conversation?
Oh, it's just after. We're talking about visiting the Healing Moon.
Oh, the healing moon. This is exciting. That's what all he was asking about, wasn't it? Or I don't know. I
Yes.
wasn't really sure. I mean, he wasn't being quite quick, but it looked like Gilly was
think
scared
so.
out of her wits.
Perhaps.
Can I come? I mean, I have to go and get to get his senses straight, but I do want to come. I am interested in what the healing moon's about. I mean, all those dead bodies?
Well, I don't know if we should let them know about that yet.
Well, of course not, but...
Also,
Well,
or
why are you looking at me like that?
Fine, let's do it. You can come.
Kofax, as those two hooded figures have table jumped, make another perception check just to get a gauge of like what they're saying.
15.
15? It's getting a little more difficult, but you're able to gauge. It's like they talk about. It's the same old thing, just like about they mentioned Lord Dark, and how they have to make sure that the shipment goes well because Lord Dark will have their hands if they don't. They talk about just making sure that nothing happens in the exchange with Odin. But you also hear that they mention that there's a new lieutenant that's coming in that's coming in and being in charge of like sort of like the underlings, which these guys are, and he's from Eastborough, where you're from. You hear Eastborough, yeah.
And I instantly think back to a certain Lieutenant Anthony that I remember hearing about.
No. It's a lieutenant within the Dark Bomb, not lieutenant as in like law scale lieutenant.
Well, that was a strange coincidence.
Yeah. No. A different.
Yeah. How about another Eastern Lieutenant?
Well, I mean, if you want to correlate that, sure, it's possible. Yeah, it's possible, but.
I'm keeping the idea in the back of my mind, but I'll figure it out once I see more evidence.
Oh, those two figures. It's about like 1:30 now. They've left. Yeah. Those two dark figures.
I'm thinking we're going to start following them.
You're gonna start following them? Okay, make a stealth check to follow.
12.
Where are my spies? Okay, there you go. You follow them for a good amount of time. So as you're going through the gate district, they're heading towards the docks. As you turn the corner, you hear like this little screeching sound, and you look at you stepped on the tail of a cat, and the cat just scurries back into the alleyway, and these two figures look back to see you. They book it.
So I'm running.
All right. Actually, you guys see Kofax dip out of the room. Do you really even care?
Did we even see him?
Did we?
Yeah, because he
Well, what'd you
stealthily
roll?
went out.
He rolled a 12 on the stealth. I mean, if you guys roll perception,
Nope.
you don't see it.
I didn't see him.
Yeah.
I don't see a gosh darn thing. I'm too busy talking to them.
2.
Seriously, it was
I
only
see
12
3.
stealth. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys don't see Kofax.
I have a
you're
minus
chasing
3.
them.
Yep.
Charisma.
No, perception?
No, perception.
Perception is wisdom.
Wisdom.
It's wisdom.
Oh, never mind. It's a 5, but those
Yeah,
don't
you
matter.
see.
Yeah.
All right, you're chasing athletics.
I have a -3 in wisdom, so.
Oh, come on. 11.
Sorry. No. That's
One of them
intelligence.
is incredibly
No, it's
quick.
supposed to be just
He-
my character makes bad life decisions.
Yeah. One of them is incredibly quick. He's like, come on, let's just go. Oh, the other one's just like stumbling over, and you're able to catch one of them. The other one has booked it, but you're able to just run behind him and just tackle him and get him down. Easy enough. And yeah, you have a wrapped up goon in your hands.
I need you to think about your answers very carefully.
What the hell do you want? I'm not going to say anything. I can't. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. That's what they taught us. We can't say anything. And he's struggling.
Now they keep saying that, but never really goes that way. And I break one of his fingers.
Strength. Just roll strength. Roll a d20, add your strength modifier.
3. You know what? I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna lucky that.
Okay, you gotta use your luck point. Go ahead, burn a luck. A 5 total?
Sorry, no, 4.
4 total? I mean, you grab at his like the index finger, and you're trying to just pull back, but he's wearing gloves, so it's a little hard, and his hand just sort of slips out, and he kind of smacks you across the face while he's on the ground. So he is gonna hit you with disadvantage because he is prone. So just a general strike, open hand strike against you. Oh, Nope, just swings wide. Your AC is like 16 or something. Yeah, no, doesn't hit you. He's on the ground trying to like swing at you. He's reaching down trying to grab a dagger out of his paw.
I step on his arm to keep him from getting to it.
Roll dex, just to see if you can step on his arm properly.
Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, lucky again.
Okay, you have 1 luck point left after this burn.
You just stop.
What's the total? What's the highest one?
That's 9.
9?
You said dexterity. No, wait.
Dexterity. Add your dexterity.
Is that a saving throw or mod?
Just your mod.
Then 7.
7 total?
Yeah.
I mean, you're trying to kick this. He's squirrely, man. You step down. He does like sort of like a Brazilian jiu-jitsu roll, and he sort of like just gets out of there. He's like back on his feet. All right, I want you to roll for initiative then.
How far away is he from the tavern at this point?
You guys didn't seem to like. You guys.
That's better.
Yeah, you would have no idea.
Okay.
18.
You rolled a natural 1 in initiative. All right, you're at top of the round, Kofax. Just to.
I don't think I even need to.
Yeah, no. This will be sort of like, just think of like an alleyway or corridor. I'm not really gonna use. Yeah, it's an alleyway, and you guys are sort of like just 10 feet away from each other. So yeah, I'm not gonna reveal the map. Yeah, so go for it. You're first.
I'm trying to think if I really want to disable him.
Yeah, he busted out his short sword, and he's ready.
And I bring out my scimitar.
Ooh, okay.
And rapier.
Just I forgot to inform everybody at home, but I forgot to announce it last episode, but everybody leveled up, actually, so everyone's at level 4, and Kofax is revealing one of the cool feats that he picked up with his level up, so which is the dual wielder. Yeah. So yeah, you get your scimitar and your rapier up. What do you want to do?
Guess I'm gonna attack him.
Yeah, go for it.
He is gonna be so screwed.
What is it?
20.
Natural?
Unnatural.
Yeah, that hits.
So what? That would technically be an assassinate, wouldn't it?
You read assassinate specifically carefully out again.
If I go before him, I get advantage on my attack.
On your attack, and if the attack lands, if he's unaware, it counts as a crit.
Yep.
So you get advantage on attack. Roll again. No, it could be a nat 20.
Let's redo that.
Yeah. What was the higher of the two?
20.
Oh yeah, that hits. So yeah, are you going for scimitar first or rapier?
Rapier.
Okay, roll d8.
Ooh. That is a 9.
Nice. You come in with the rapier with a swift stab. Boom, right into his gut. That hurts.
Yeah. And attack with the scimitar after that.
Go for it. Roll. And you still have advantage.
Like an action. Oh, that was a nat 20 too.
Well, too bad. In the dice tray. You get advantage on it. Yeah.
19.
That hits. Yeah. Roll for the scimitar, which is 1d6. That was a 6.
That is, since it also gets the +1, that is...
The modifier's already on your sheet.
Yeah.
So I already calculated. If you see if it's a +4. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, technically... Well, I mean, I don't get the bonus because it's my offhand. But,
Oh, right, but you still get the +1.
yeah, so 6.
6? Ooh, yeah. He's hurt. You come in with a quick stab to the gut, and then with your other hand come in with a quick slash. Yeah, he's hurt. He's messed up pretty badly. He's going to attack you. He's going to go with a short sword. Just go for a quick stab. That is a 23.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
What do I take?
You take 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And he's going to go for a second attack. He has 2 attacks, and that is a 17. What's your AC?
16.
Yeah. You take another 3 points of piercing damage. So I think the total was the first one.
9.
9, yeah. And He's gonna use his cunning action to disengage, and the rest of his movement to dip backwards.
Wait, how does he get so how does he get 2 actions?
His natural attack is 2 attacks. He has extra attack, and then he's gonna use his cunning action to disengage, just like what you have, and he's heading back the other way. He's about, with the rest of his movement, he'll be 30 feet away.
I'm gonna switch to my short bow and snipe him.
Snipe him. Go for it.
15.
Yep, that hits. Roll the short bow damage.
Would that technically, since he's not looking at me, that would not count as a sneak attack, would it?
Sneak attack you would get if he's unaware of you, if you have another ally within 5 feet of him, and if you have advantage on the attack. You were supposed to roll sneak attack on the assassinates. Wait. No, that was just advantage off of just the natural turn order, so no. No, it wouldn't be sneak attack. Because he's already aware that he's in combat with you, but now he's just trying to dip, so.
Let me see, that would be 7.
7?
Yep.
Sorry.
So I pull the bow back and aim right at his leg.
Okay, you're trying to down him, right? Okay. Do you want for flavor? What'd you roll on the attack again?
Total 7 damage.
No, the attack roll.
15.
15? Yeah, you aim for the leg, and you sort of like get more of like the kidney area. And he's hurt so bad. He's dripping blood everywhere, but he's still booking it. He's running as fast as he can. That didn't down him.
I guess I'm following after him.
Yeah, your turn. He's only 30 feet away, so you can close that gap, no problem.
Yeah.
He is trying to escape, so do you want to close the gap?
Yep.
Cool. He's right there.
Guess I wouldn't be able to use my take out my scimitar to get him on the downswing.
I mean,
The problem is because I already switched out from the weapon, right?
Yeah, that wouldn't be a problem because dual wielder lets you switch in and out without wasting time. It's just like, are you trying to like just how do I say this? Are you trying to like just down him and not kill him, or do you want to kill him?
Yeah. I'm trying to down him and not kill him. If possible.
You can tackle him, and you just have to roll Dex versus his strength.
Okay.
That'd be very possible.
Let's try that then.
Okay. Yeah. What's your total dexterity roll?
9.
9. That's a natural 2.
Ooh, nice. Look at that. He's
Like,
so weak.
he's limping. Yeah, he had the arrow stuck in his kidney, and you just come from the back of him. Another tackle, take him down to the ground. He is messed up. The blood's getting all over you too.
I told you, I make everyone talk. So talk.
Intimidation check, just for the hell of it.
Why do you do this to me? That is a 17.
Yeah, his fortitude is terrible. What do you want? What do you want to know, man? I don't know who you are. What do you want? Are you with the law scale or something? Shoot, like, what do you want?
I'm looking for a very particular person. You might know him.
Okay, name? What does he look like?
Short brown hair, blue eyes, scar over his right eye.
It doesn't necessarily ring a bell. Is he one of us? Like, does he...
He's definitely one of you.
I mean, look. Okay, there's. Here, just. He'll probably be at the docks. I don't know. There's lots of people with that description. I've seen a lot of people with short brown hair, blue eyes, scars all over. It doesn't ring a bell. Name anything. I don't know. Okay, just let me go. He's wriggling and squirming all over the place.
I'm gonna punch him unconscious.
Yeah. You get advantage because he's prone. So yeah, roll twice.
With strength, that'll be an unnatural 20.
Wow. Okay.
I rolled a 19.
It wouldn't be a natural 20 because
That's why I said unnatural.
Unnatural. Oh, okay. Yeah, just roll a d4.
That'd be 3.
He is unconscious. He had 3 hit points left. Yeah, he's unconscious. He's knocked out. He is pretty messed up. So yeah.
Anyway, I can just drag him to the nearest jail cell.
There's a law scale patrol going on right now, and they actually see you sort of like on a mounted position knocking this guy. It's like, and they start rushing over. What's the meaning of this? What's going on? What's going on? And they see you covered in blood, that guy on the ground covered in blood.
Arrow sticking from his kidney.
Yeah. You do this! You do this! And they're drawing out their swords and spears right now.
Proudly. Look at his hand.
Take the glove off. Dog palm. Nice. Nice. I mean, we could have probably done a better job ourselves, but, thanks. The law scale appreciates it. They pick up his unconscious body. They go the other way.
I'm gonna make my way back to the tavern.
Before you do that, it's like, oh, if you want to... I guess you're kind of entitled to a reward right now. Stop by the barracks and just, what's your name? Make sure you get paid.
Jonathan.
Jonathan. All right. Go to the barracks, tell your name is Jonathan, and you'll get a bit of a reward for taking down thieving scum. So, thank you. The law scale appreciates it.
You're welcome.
And he comes back in. You see Koufax covered in blood.
Point to points they ignore this.
I'm just gonna take a seat at the bar. I just want to sit.
At a certain point, I'm considering just heading up to sleep.
You see Koufax covered
Way
in blood.
Way before he comes in.
Okay. Do you go to sleep when after all the discussion?
Do we go tonight or in the morning?
Tonight.
Tonight.
I mean, divine moon, under the moon, kind of makes sense.
Healing
So
moon.
does that mean we
Divine
should
light
go
healing
now?
moon.
So
Alright.
we
Yeah, it's
so
okay.
we would have gone while he was out.
Oh, so you're all asleep already. Oh,
Gone
No,
to the.
Oh, you guys are
going
out. Okay.
So Koufax comes back and there's no one.
Okay, sure.
I tell Gilly before, do not let Bert leave. Lock him in the room if you have to.
Trust me. He owes me money. He's not
but
leaving.
don't wring his neck until after I get back.
Ring his neck.
You know.
You're gonna have to hold. Unless he can cough up 160 gold really soon, I will wring his neck.
Well, yes, but I would like to be there. Added.
Okay, no problem. All right.
Okay, good.
So you guys head towards the church road, and yeah, you return and you see Gilly. He's like, "Oh, sorry, oh my God, you're covered in blood."
Don't worry, it's not mine.
That scares me even more.
He deserved it.
Gilly.
I'll
make
give
it feel
you a
a-
refill. It's okay.
Would it make you feel a little better if I told you some of it's mine?
Anyways, Gilly is really uncomfortable after tonight. So you guys head towards the church road, which is not too far from the gate district, since the gate district sort of acts like a 3 or 4 way intersection to multiple areas within West Harbor. Getting there, you still see the Church of Divine Light at full force sermon. You hear the standard every 5 minutes, praise the sun, and then the fire on the brazier just every time they say that, and then another 5 minutes, praise the sun, and more and more fire just braise up. And on the opposite side is the much smaller, dinkier, messed up Church of the Moon with graffiti all over it, and the doors are closed.
And perhaps there's a alleyway to not be walking down the center of the road.
Yeah, easy enough to find. That wouldn't be too hard. Yeah.
Maybe we should sneak.
I think we should sneak.
Keep ourselves hidden.
Sure.
Just see what we can find. So this is
general stealth check.
And as we're talking, I do want to. Stealth is 11.
11. Okay.
15.
15. Nice.
21.
21. Nice.
So I do.
19.
Wow. Good job, everybody. You guys no one noticed you guys just dipping in and out through alleyways.
What was your name again?
Kismet.
Kismet.
Traveler.
So
Great name.
Stop
what
it.
I'm not trying to actually hit on him, I swear.
what interest do you have in this church?
I look up at the Archbishop Light, the Church of Light, spit on the ground. I'm interested in a deity that would let her acolytes fall from such disfavor. Interested in learning more.
How long have you been around?
How old's your character?
My character ages just like you, human. I'm only 30.
Young.
So we have had, we've heard stories of this church doing terrorist acts and slaughtering innocents.
Tell us everything you know.
Am I intimidated?
Wow, you.
I just have zero charisma, -3 charisma, so I just kind of say whatever I want.
I mean, you feel free to divulge how much you want to divulge.
Yeah,
Just for
because
the
I'm not
sake of this,
intimidating.
just for the sake of this, Kismet has been around, even though he is young in the years. He would know that he knows the general history of Solari. He knows that the Church of Divine Light is a very, very stern and very oppressive church, just like the military at times, maybe even more so. He knows that the Church of the Healing Moon has not been the same since the council sort of like put their foot down on them, and any just alignment with the Church of the Healing Moon doesn't necessarily make you a bad person per se in the eyes of the law scale, but it is like, why are you associating yourself with something that has been involved with possible bad things in the past?
Got it.
Yeah, so that's what you would know.
Well, I don't align myself to any deity, so take solace in that. But the people that taught me everything I know were acolytes of Lunas, and most notably, my mother. And as long as I can find out more information about how to find Lunas, maybe I can piece together what happened with her.
Did she disappear? Or what happened to her? I mean, obviously you don't know everything, but...
It's something I'd rather not get into at the moment, but I
Fair enough.
believe she is still alive, even though the Temple of the Light gives me every reason to believe otherwise, as they were snuffing out.
I'm going to pull out the paper with my family name on it and show him if he recognizes it.
What's the name? How do you pronounce it again?
Marika.
Marika?
You would not. You would not.
Okay.
You would not recognize.
Okay.
When you're half-orc, you find yourself in disfavor a lot. People not very receptive to your being around, so you turn to books and investigation. I am naturally inquisitive. I just want to know more.
I believe
Fair enough.
those goals align with ours.
Okay, then I
Maybe.
divulge basically everything that I know. I'm convinced. And here's everything.
You seem trustworthy.
Okay,
Yes.
so
So,
to keep it brief, they found a crypt, and they see they found like a very like mysterious like sort of like symbol. They found. Do you divulge everything? Like everything?
I mean, everything I know. I don't know if Sebastian wants to.
I mean, I think it's what we're trying to find out is
It's about
is about
my family.
why that they were attacking people, and
Okay.
maybe who's responsible for her.
Yeah.
Kismet really wouldn't know necessarily.
I mean, not
put
to
a
know,
finger.
just to like update him on
Yeah,
why I'm
easy
so
enough.
interested.
Yeah.
Do
so
they
you
have-
know.
So like,
Do they have any ambiguous trinkets I could read into with my
yeah, that's what I was
learnings
going to
Yeah,
give
that's
you.
what I'm
I
wondering.
have,
detect?
yeah. So
Okay.
we found this kind. I mean, I drew it. So we found the moon ring, the crescent moon ring, and then this diadem belonged to my mother. And I went to a jeweler, and she said that it also had the symbol of the healing moon, and I have no idea what it is.
And I have this cloak. And I pull out this
We
cloak
found
from
that
a bag and just
in
like,
We found
a dungeon.
cave.
Okay.
Actually, there's something really, really. So from the alleyway that you guys are here in right now, you can actually get a clean look at sort of like the front of the Church of the Healing Moon here in West Harbor, and the symbol on the top is that of crescent moon, just similar to that of the one you have, but it's not being overtaken by a sun. This is more like it is a crescent moon with 3 stars around it. That symbol looks very, very similar, but it's not the same as the symbol on the church, on the actual church itself.
and the robe too.
The robe matches that, not the one on the church.
Is there anything in this that I would be able to glean from this?
And do we notice that? That's a big...
Make an Arcana check.
Arcana.
I
Got
think
it.
we would. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we piece that together.
All right.
10 plus 2.
12.
12.
It's familiar. You put your head in books a lot, and you know of a story from the past. Sort of when you see the symbol, it's sort of like oh, I read about that before. You heard of this story of the terrorist groups of a couple decades ago that did their attacks against the Church of Divine Light. They were called the Eclipse. You can correlate that symbol with the group called the Eclipse.
Do I get that, or is it just him?
Oh,
I mean, he can.
I'm gonna just share it
Yeah.
Yeah.
with you guys. The orbs in my pocket start to like loosely vibrate, and I settle them down, and I just.
Fate's talking with you.
Fate is definitely trying to tell me something, but not loudly enough for me to hear.
Did the
I've seen
eclipse-
this before.
was that-
Oh, yeah.
Have
Can
I
you
heard
read
of that in my own kingdom? Of the eclipse?
The
the
Eclipse.
eclipse.
Can I roll my
Yeah,
history?
roll history. Yeah.
Is it what is it?
The Eclipse.
Just the eclipse.
The Eclipse. Yeah.
And we
No,
know
okay.
absolutely nothing that if they're a religious
Can I history
organization
or-
or something like that.
You
I
know.
wouldn't know
Yeah,
anything.
you wouldn't know.
Wouldn't
Cora,
know
yeah,
anything.
you roll right now. History. 8. I mean, you were too busy studying to be a bard.
Sorry, what was
History.
It? History.
Horror.
7.
All you can remember with specifically you, the word eclipse, it definitely correlates with the symbol that you see in the ring, on the robe, and you do recognize that symbol from your childhood.
Perhaps this was a rogue sect that decided to take action when others would not.
Maybe.
So maybe it is not the healing moon that is responsible for your family's death, but the eclipse.
So where would we find out more about the eclipse?
I think
Isn't
we'd
the
go into
diadem
this.
her mother's?
Oh, quick
Oh,
question.
that's
The diadem,
true.
did the jeweler say it was the healing moon symbol or just a moon symbol?
It was a moon symbol.
And she didn't say anything about a sun.
So, nothing about a sun. So, it was a moon symbol that looks exactly like the moon symbol on the eclipse ring and on the church. The one on the church has stars around it. This one on the ring and on the robe has a sun overtaking it.
No, but
No, the
The
diadem.
diadem has just the moon. What I'm saying
Oh,
is
so they're
there's-
two. Okay, I have
so-
two different articles of. Okay.
But it's a similar moon. It's a similar moon.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You can
But
tell
no
that
stars, so now
No
there's
stars.
four
No
different.
There's
No, this is the
stars.
one with stars, the one with the sun taking it, and just the moon
Gotcha.
itself. And the moon looks exactly like these two. Yeah. So it's all tied together.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you want to give him the?
Yeah, I
book?
reach back in my bag and I pull out a book. I am not yet able to comprehend this, but perhaps you can read the symbols.
What languages do you know?
What? Yeah. Common, orc, infernal, undercommon.
You can read it.
Which one? Which one is it?
Undercommon.
Undercommon.
Yeah. It's a list of names, just names. On top it says Eclipse. It's a membership book. It kept track of basically all the members of the Eclipse, and that name that Cora mentioned,
Is on there.
it's in the book.
I'm like actually shaking.
Is this useful to you?
Yes. Can you translate everything in there?
All the names. Do you see how thick this is?
It's a very thick book.
Tell me a name.
Maraca.
Morocco.
It's an alphabetical.
Oh, you're just gonna.
It's a
Excellent.
Morocco. What?
They're so convenient.
My name is Cora Salita Maraca. My family name is Maraca.
Morocco. There is an entry in here for Morocco.
What
Two.
does it say?
Two.
Two.
Two entries for Morocco.
a male name and a female name.
Are they husband and wife, brother, sister?
My parents, maybe.
And you notice that you're able to read that name, but there's an X next to both their names, and they've been scratched out. There's a lot of scratching out in this book.
Yeah, some of the names in here have been knocked off. I don't know what that means, but
It's a hit
both
list.
of your parents' names are scratched off.
It's a hit list.
That's what I was going to
That is
say.
a huge hit list.
Curiouser and curiouser. So do you
What
think
names-
all of those people in there then that were killed, do you think they were part of the hit list as well?
But why? My parents didn't do
I don't
anything. We're
know.
from just a small
Perhaps.
town.
Because it was a fight. They were in a really big fight.
It seems odd that this book would just be on the shelf.
But it's not burned like all the others.
What names are not crossed out?
How much time do you have?
Okay, so
I mean, can't you,
Is there like
through
a
it and,
genre
just
of
see
like
yeah, there's
what are no?
age, race? Of...
it's a list of members of Eclipse that somebody was keeping tabs on. This was a membership book. You can gauge from just looking over and reading in Undercommon that this book, it was a ledger just for the Eclipse to keep tabs on all of its members. And there is some scrawling in the book, like someone just sort of like writing it in a diary, and just says like, "Stan, rest in peace. May their soul rest. The Moon Mother will protect your soul in the afterlife." But someone's been keeping tabs of everyone that's been and you do see notes like some names are circled is like find quickly, and like all these other names are Sarah's.
Question for you.
Yeah.
I searched for my own mother's name.
What's the name of your mother?
Maggie.
Maggie, last name?
Shit.
Maggie.
No. Maggie Durst.
Durst.
Yeah.
You go under D and you do see that name there.
Scratched off or not?
Scratched off.
So both of our parents were part of the Eclipse?
My mother was never, or at least I thought, was smart enough not to be associated by name, but she was, yes.
Wait, here's a question. Hold on, wait. Let me get something straight here. I have to piece it all together in my head. So, apparently, according to that church there, the Eclipse was a terrorist organization. Right?
Right.
So, if they're in a terrorist organization, and you're saying, because you're reading this out loud, I presume, right? Mm-hmm. That some of these entries in here are basically them trying to keep tabs. This is not a hit list. So, at least that's what I get, is that basically they're trying to make sure that all their members are okay. So, it sounds like this is bad publicity on the part of the Sun. It doesn't seem like, according to that, at least I don't have enough information, but it sounds like my brain.
It does sound less like a hit list and more like just a member list.
Yeah.
Right, the member list,
So
but
then the
not only
people-
that it's that they're being taken, that it's, sounds like the...
I slam the book closed and I throw it at him.
Gosh darn it.
Human,
Dexterity just to catch.
where did you get
The
this book?
Divine Light.
12 to catch the book.
Yeah, you cut that. It's fine, you cut that.
We don't need to make any more unnecessary sound.
In
The Divine Light. I would say.
on the way from Wheaton Maysfield, passing before we got to the Elven Forest, there was
It was
a
in the-
crypt.
it was kinda in
It was
the
in the Elven Forest, a crypt of some sort with a summoning circle that was
Yes.
destroyed. We found bodies.
Lots of bodies.
We can go back.
We could.
That would
But
take 2 days.
Quick, so that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yes, but first we should probably figure out what's going on.
So the names that are crossed out, that the Eclipse have figured out that they have died. So then let's find the people who are still might be alive in the book.
Right. What I was going to say is that perhaps the Divine Light is doing some really sketchy things, and is blaming that on the Healing Moon to basically justify genocide.
It appears that's a conclusion worth jumping to.
I might be wrong.
It sounds completely plausible. I agree with you.
I don't believe in coincidences. We're meant to find
The orbs
this
are
book
shaking like crazy.
at this moment in time, and I want to continue down into the temple. But can I perceive why my orbs are shaking? Or is it just general?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
faith?
Insight. Roll insight check.
Okay.
Yeah.
11,
Add your
2,
insight.
13.
13? You
Not
hear this
strong.
whisper in your head. It is the Fate Weavis, your patron. Listen.
I'm being
Listen.
channeled.
Listen to the orbs.
We have to go further.
Listen to Fate. Fate.
I am only a tool. We must continue through this chapel. I'm sorry. We'll find out what happened to our parents. at the end, but we must keep going here.
Let's go.
And
I'm all for checking out these church. Remember, I was saying we shouldn't go right back there. We do have to go and figure this out first.
And as you guys are still hiding in the alleyway, which actually just overlooks the Church of the Healing Moon, it's right in front of you. You see the chapel door is actually open, and you see an older human woman with long gray hair, probably in her 70s. She's cracking her back. She's like, she looks at her church, which is in awful shape. It's covered in graffiti and just rocks have been thrown through. So like the
I notice the door is open.
Yeah, the door's open.
Yeah.
She's like, I need a break.
I cast a spell.
Oh, okay.
I disappear.
Oh, your new spell that you picked.
And I am running into the door.
Okay.
As I'm running, I send him in your head. You hear me say, I will unlock a side door.
Yeah. Make a make a general stealth check with advantage because you're invisible. I'll say yeah.
He's
And then
gonna
I
do
tell
that,
these
and I'm
two.
actually gonna walk right
With
up to the old
advantage.
lady.
I like advantage. Okay, good. 19 stealth.
Yeah, you guys see Sebastian literally disappear into thin air, but you hear the message, I'll meet you inside, I'll open a side door, and you hear you see little puffs of dust on the ground. And as you see sort of one of the clerics of the Church of the Healing Moon just walk, it's like, oh, my back. She just looks at the building.
I'm gonna actually
gonna have
walk
to
right towards her.
Okay, then I tell him only. 'Cause she booked it.
Yeah.
He booked it.
Sorry,
He booked it, yeah.
booked it.
Yeah.
There's a side door gonna open.
I am not in any mood for subtleties. I watch him off in the trick. I was
Invisibly.
Invisibly. I was like, interesting trick. You want to see another one? And I disguise myself in a humanoid female figure.
The mask of, you're using,
Disguise self.
Disguise self
Yeah.
from your evocation, right? So you don't have to even burn a spell slot for that. That's the cool thing about warlocks. Yeah, what do you want to transform yourself into?
High elf, young female.
Perfect, yeah. And you see,
I'm
she's
just
running off.
alone in the
Yeah, you're just
alley.
alone in
I'm
the
just
alleyway.
like, no, I'm just walking. I'm not running off. I'm just walking towards her.
Okay,
So
so
I'm
what
just
do you
gonna
do,
walk
Cora?
behind her
All right.
at this point.
And you guys head towards the Church of the Healing Moon. And that's where we're actually going to take a break. We'll be right back in about 5 to 10 minutes. Everyone stay tuned. This is awesome. The story's just being uncovered. The lore is being uncovered. Backstory has been uncovered. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back.
Welcome, fellow adventurers and wayward travelers. I'm Chris Solo, the creator and dungeon master for the realms of Ukador, where we follow a group of adventurers who have crossed the ocean of storms to explore the foreign lands of Cerros. Join us every Wednesday from 7 to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Quest and Chaos Twitch channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel to catch any shows that you missed.
Torque, Goliath Barbarian. I left my home in search of murderous cowards, and I seek revenge.
I am Denahi, a tiefling sorcerer, set out to find the balance between destruction and restoration.
Jadobi, a half-elven druid, ventures the land, strengthening his bond with nature. And, of course, he's never opposed to a good time.
I'm Venus, a wood elf ranger, careful of the past, but hopeful for the future.
I am Barakabu, monk of the Honored Palm, and I am piecing together my true origins.
I'm Chris Solo, the creator and dungeon master for the realms of Ukador, where I lead a group of adventurers who have become bound by fate and will soon realize that the path they are on will test their will. Welcome to the realms of Ukador.
welcome back to Legends of Solari. So, just picking up where we last left off, you guys. One's invisible, one's a sexy high elf woman, one's just randomly walking up, and then Cora's last in the
Not randomly.
alleyway.
It's not by random. I'm actually doing it on purpose.
Okay, fine then. And Cora joins right after you, but we're gonna actually switch back to Kofax real quick. It's getting really late in the bar. Gilly's starting to close up shop. It's getting close to 2, and they reopen at 6 in the morning. So she still sees you at the bar top, drinking, covered in blood.
Yeah, just rehydrating.
Are you gonna go back to sleep, or go to sleep, or do? You know what? I'm not gonna ask. It's been a strange night for me. So, anyways, you could stay here. I'm gonna go to my room and have a good night.
Sorry, what time did you say it was right now?
It's 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock a.m.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a short rest.
In your room or in at the bar?
Of course I'm gonna go to a room. No, it'll be in the room.
Okay. And short rest for an hour. So yeah. Oh, you burn your hit dice. Okay. Oh, you burn 2 hit dice.
Perfect. Fully healed now.
Okay. Anything you want to do before we shift off?
We'll be making my way to the docks and keeping an eye out for certain auspicious individuals.
Easy enough. Oh, you're actually not from West Harbor, so not easy enough. Make a general investigation or perception.
24.
Dang, Kovacs, man, so good. Even though this is a new, you're new to this city. Getting around, not too hard. Where there's water, there's the docks. So you get there and you see the whole dock port in front of you. There's lots of warehouses here, a lot of shipping yards. It's thousands of ships line this this area because West Harbor is the central trading town in all of Solari in this continent. You notice like couple 100 yards down the way, it's nighttime. Most of these places are closed, but one you see, you can't really gauge what type of figures they are, but there are figures moving about one warehouse.
Guess you might get a bit of a closer look then.
Stealth.
20.
You get right up there, and all you see are this bunch of shady-looking figures wearing the same hoods.
About how many?
7.
Oh dear.
And that's where we're gonna shift back to you 4. So, what'd you roll for the stealth for running into? I think it was like a 20 or something, right?
Yeah,
it was
19.
Yeah, she was stretching her back because she's just looking at all the graffiti and all the work that needs to be done at the Church of the Healing with the Cleric. She's like, I hate repainting. And she sees a hot, sexy high elf woman running this way, and 2 more following in the back.
Not running. I was actually.
Well, I said running, and the other 2 coming up afterwards. Okay, so and she's like, "Can I help you?"
Good evening, Mother.
Looks like you have a lot of work to do in here.
Are you here to mock me? I get that enough every day.
No, we're not here to mock you, actually. If we could come in.
I mean, we're closed for the night, but I mean, what purpose do you have here at the Church of Healing Moon?
The Church of the Healing Moon is closed at night.
Well, it's more like, look, we all need to sleep, okay? And what's
But
the
you
point
look
of
like
me
you're
opening
awake.
up all those annoying buggers on the other side? And
They are
when she
probably.
says that, you hear "Praise the sun," and more fire just starts bursting out of the place.
Could we please come in? I promise we're not going to be that much of a bother.
Look, if you're here to vandalize the
We are
place, I'm
not.
not in the mood.
Why would I-
Vandalize, we'd probably improve the quality of this place by painting on it. Sorry, not to
Are you gonna
offend.
repaint my church?
We're just here for information, but maybe
just have
we
some
could
questions
lighten the
about that.
load
You know
with
what?
some gold coin.
come in. I don't care. I just don't care. And she's just, she's tired. She's disheveled. She just doesn't care. She's wearing sort of like a navy blue robes with lots of light blues and silvers. Very similar moon symbol to the Eclipse symbol that you've seen at the crypt, on the ring, on your robe. But this one, instead of having the sun overtake it, it's a bunch of stars. And this symbol you see everywhere in the church as she brings you in. The church looks awful. Absolutely awful. It's dusty. It's well, we don't get much people coming in anymore. It's hard.
Then, Mother, why are you still up if the church is closed?
Someone needs to take care of the church, and the Moon Mother needs her followers. I still believe that what we do is the right path towards nirvana.
And how many followers do you currently have at this church?
Why do you want to know that?
It seems that this church isn't frequented. Your acolytes are driven into hiding, and the light, the Church of Divine Light, seems to put a boot heel down to anybody who wears the symbol.
She's getting really suspicious. She's like, you guys are asking a lot of weird questions right now. Albeit not to like antagonize or get on her bad side. She's just kind of just make a persuasion check.
I can do that.
Okay, sure. Join them.
Yeah, I'm doing this as not an intimidation, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Down on the other side of the church, I open up the side door and look out, ready for them to be there.
And you see nothing. You see two cats fornicating.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
I got 15.
And you close the side door.
I got 15.
What are you
Sure.
up to? Jeez.
Persuasion.
8.
8? You're kind of intimidating. Oh, I know, you're a high elf sexy woman. But she's like, you got a 15. So.
That's good. Is there anything we can do for you? Maybe, do you have a place where we can make tea? And we can chat
I'm more
over
of a
tea.
hard whiskey person myself, and she's this old, crotchety 70-year-old woman. I'm more.
Okay, well,
I like you.
Whiskey's good.
Trust me, I've been through a lot in my life. Yeah.
You know,
Oh well, you guys are gonna keep me entertained. It's better than all the rats and spiders in here. And the minute she says rat and spider, you see rats scurrying all across the floor. The spiders are just crawling all over the panes of glass in here.
I'm not gonna look.
Well, she continues to walk around. Where are you specifically in the church? Are you near next to the side door, which would be right next to the altar and sort of like the main not like a podium, but more like a stage where they would do the lead
Do
ceremony.
I see or hear?
Oh, you see, yeah, all of us. Yeah,
Okay,
you're inside.
well then I'm just going to stay close enough to earshot, but far enough not to be noticed.
Okay, what's the duration on invisibility?
It's up to an hour.
Oh yeah, you're fine. So she said, well, what do you want to know? She has a big glass of whiskey in her hand. What do you want to know?
Well, we've heard about this sect called the Eclipse. Have you heard of them?
You do not mention that name.
No
in
one's
this
here but
building.
us.
Are you sure you're not with the divine? Oh,
No, I am.
I
we
can't
are
trust
not.
anybody anymore.
Show her your diadem.
I take the diadem off and I show
I
it to her.
swear, good mother, that's not what we're here for. We are not with the divine light.
She takes the diadem, looks over it carefully.
This is personal.
It's very nice. I don't. It has our symbol on it. Well, specifically, this symbol. She looks at it carefully. Really like digging into it. She's kind of shocked to see just a regular crescent symbol with no stars around it, no sun overtaking. It's just like, this is really old. This is incredibly old.
It's my mom's.
You're gnomish. Gnomes typically live up to the high 400s, to some even the 500. You're a very ancient race. This precedes even that. This is thousands of years old. This symbol, you might not be familiar with the religious lore of Solari, but she points up to the symbol on the glass pane windows where it's the crescent moon with the stars. She's like, this church worships Lucida, or Lunis, as some people like to prefer to call her, who is the founder of this church, the founder of the Church of the Healing Moon. This precedes even that. This precedes to this. She just looks over, it's just like, no, the myth can't be true.
What myth?
The creation myth of Solari. It's old folk tale. There's no real proof behind it, whether or not it existed or not. But in a long, long time ago, when the world was nothing but an empty void, they say that Solari was created when a almighty, powerful being separated into two other beings, a sun god and a moon god, that precede the current gods that people worship now. The sun father that is known as the god Sol, and the moon mother, the original moon mother that is known by the name Lune, were said to have created Solari, them and their 4 children, Ash, Mar, Avia, and Gaia. But that's all fairy tale. There's no real proof behind it. Really can't prove stuff like that.
But
This is before intelligent life. It's just such ancient myth that
Then why do you worship Lunas if you don't believe in it?
Well, no, I worship Lunis because her origin for the church is that she got these dreams, these visions at night, and it taught her certain things, and she wanted to teach her morals upon the followers, and we follow Lucida or Lunis. Now, we used to follow her. There's not many followers left, as you can tell. Cricket
It's a
sounds.
shame.
Cricket sounds.
Maybe if your faith held, you'd find your church in better condition. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Do you, by chance, keep a list of your members?
Well, no. I mean, there's no real reason why to. Why would a church need to keep a list of their members?
Bookkeeping, taxes, I don't know. For any reason you would...
I mean, they come in, they worship, and they leave. Sometimes they put something in the donation box. I mean, we don't get many in here now, and I know I can list them off the top of my head. They're mainly just one is a scholar, one is a sailor, one's a beggar on the street. We don't, or the type to worship us. They come from all different walks of life, all different races, too.
When did the vandalism start?
Ever since I've 50 or some years ago, when I was young, when I was a wee young lass.
Really? It seems like it's gotten worse since I've been here last.
Well, once the Eclipse started going on about their radical spiel about how the sun is a lie and the moon is the only predominant religion, and they started doing that thing, and then...
Where did you hear about that with the Eclipse going on about it?
It's old ancient news. It happened 50 years ago. It was 50 or some years ago. They attacked the Church of the Divine Light. Stupid. Beyond belief. Why would you ever attack the largest, most powerful religious institution in the land? I never understood. Maybe they felt entitled to their belief that the only way that they could secure the Moon Mother is to attack the sun, the other worshiper of the Sun Father.
There are some who believe that she is alive but imprisoned, right? The Moon Mother.
Ooh. She has to make something. Oh yeah, she's clueless. What are you talking about? That's just myth. We don't even know if the original Moon Mother, the one who spoke to Lunis, aka Lucida, even existed. Maybe she was crazy. I don't know. But I worship her because she teaches good morals.
Your other members, the scholar, why does he or she worship?
He's mainly here for research, and he finds our religion entertaining.
One of my main
Sounds-
deities is Lucida.
What?
I hold her very close to my heart, along with Thesp.
I've never met a person who worships more than one deity.
I've been told that I have 3 that love to smile down on me.
The fact that you just told her that you have 3 deities, she just really weirded out.
Look, I just come from a very strange background.
I can tell.
I'm curious about the scholar. Do they have a name?
Oh yes, it's Jansen. Yes, Jansen. Nicholas Jansen, human, studies at the. I think he studies. What was it? Somewhere in the Elven Kingdom. They have 2 academies there. He doesn't study at the academy here.
Can I?
Elven
Is that name
Kingdom.
familiar to me?
Not at all.
Okay.
What is it familiar to me?
Nicholas Jansen? No. Just a Rhodes scholar.
Have you ever heard? This is off topic, of course, but I don't know. I haven't been here before. But have you ever heard of a man named Ejan Okun?
Name doesn't ring a bell.
All right. I'm just curious.
What more do you want me to tell you?
We have the. Where did the human go?
We have this book.
He's not here. He's not here.
I wish our human was around to show you what we discovered.
Why are you screaming in my church?
I'm sorry.
It starts echoing everywhere.
I'm sliding the book through like the pews.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Ooh, that's a 3 on the roll, so it's probably going to be
Sleight of hand.
a 5.
A 5?
A 6.
She hears like scuffling and she looks through this like perception check. Oh yeah. She hears like sort of like scuttling and then she sees a book materialize out of nowhere and just Okay, what tricks are you trying to play on me here? What's going on?
We're not
What
trying
is really going on?
We are not trying to play any tricks on you, Mother. We're just. This is very
What the hell was just that?
sensitive material.
You can't tell me that the book just
Calm
materialized
down,
out of the air.
please.
What is going? Be honest with me right now.
I look over at everyone.
I go around a pillar, come back, step out from around the pillar.
And
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
What's
Look,
going on?
this-
Who is he?
this
is he with the Church of
the
Divine
human.
Light?
Oh, no.
Is he with the Law Scale?
No.
Is he with the council?
No. I'm gonna persuade
there
her
more?
to calm down. Don't just calm
Okay.
down. It's fine. Just gonna
Persuade.
persuade. What? Be serious. That one would be
So,
10 otherwise.
like,
I mean, she's calming down. She's still really like freaked out while what's going on.
I get flustered. I lose the concentration on my disguise, and I don't contribute well to the calming factor. But
There we go. That's why I got the nat one. There we go.
I'm towering over you, and I want you to sit the F down. So I want to roll intimidation.
Oh, don't do that. No, don't.
I'm sorry, that's a
20 with a 6, 27. Sit.
20.
Man, you were just
Would she
naturally
even have the
intimidating.
It's like, would her
I'm
resolve even
ashamed
be
of
that
myself.
high? Oh no! Even if she rolled a nat 20, the modifier wouldn't even be high enough on that. She's down. She's terrified. She's like, please, I do not know anything about Eclipse. Can you just please?
This book, have you seen it before?
She looks it over. No, I don't associate myself with terrorists.
Are you sure that they're terrorists?
When you go out of your way to attack other people and make a large scene of it, yes, you are labeled a terrorist.
By who? The Divine Light? They say that they did terrorist acts. That they did, or did you see this yourself?
Look, when you see magical spears of fire and lightning crash down on other people, yes, I would consider it a terrorist act. Whether or not they're morally inclined to do that, whether or not they're fighting for a greater power, I don't care.
How do you know it was the eclipse if you didn't see what happened?
We're just trying to find out the truth.
Why would names on this ledger be crossed off?
She looks at I can't even read this language. I don't even know what this is.
Who would want the eclipse to disappear?
Make a persuasion check. Actually, it could be intimidation. Either or.
Intimidate.
Happened to you.
13 plus 6.
Oh
So
my
19.
god, you're terrifying, man.
about how long the age of the book and the crypt, is that 100 years? Is it 50 years?
Just from you gauging it, it was really old. Like most of the dust was settled in there and it wasn't disturbed for. I mean, you can gauge it was definitely probably over 50 years since it was last disturbed.
Okay. So as he's intimidating, I said, "This we found this book in a tomb that was sealed."
It's probably about for 50 years or so,
Must
right?
have been about 50 years.
It was a long time, and it looked like they had been attacked. It was bodies upon bodies.
What do you mean? You mean the Church of the Divine Light got attacked by Eclipse members?
No, the Eclipse.
Eclipse members were massacred.
Children, women, men. You know, they didn't even have a chance. Didn't even look like they had a chance to defend themselves. It looked like they got burned.
And we're not taking sides.
No,
we're
not at all.
just trying to find information.
We're just trying to figure out what happened.
I mean, we do know that it is obvious that the Divine Light is exerting power over others.
A lot of power.
And they've been stomping down on the healing moon pretty hard.
And I apologize for my invisibility.
The hat doesn't fit your head, by the way.
Pull out the giant purple one. How does this one look?
God, you're all just a bunch of weirdos.
Why, thank you.
I apologize for nothing. Explain.
100 years ago. Warranted, I'm not that old, but from my studying and my teachers, what they've taught me throughout my time. 100 years ago in 900 POC, because currently it's 1000 POC, post-cataclysm. Members of the Church of the Healing Moon decided they were no longer going to be treated as the second religion of Solari. It was at this time that one by the name Orion Dwendar seized power on the council. As you know, if you do follow, yes, the Archbishop of the Church of Divine Light, he should be in his 200th year by now. He is what you would call a religious... She looks around a little bit.
Zealot? Fanatic?
You can promise me you're not with the Church of Divine Light or the Law Scale or the Council.
None.
We're not.
None.
Those are the perfect words to label him as: fanatic, zealot, bigot. You can use all those words. He found the worship of the healing moon and our religious rituals and our practices to be quite not appropriate for Solari going forward. See, this is the problem when you have a leader of a religious institute lead your nation. Let's just say he said some things, and that pissed off some of our members, and that led to countless attacks. Now, I'm going to preface this right now. The Eclipse members are terrorists. They've done some things that are inexcusable. Attacking people at sermon, chasing after specific priests within the Church of Divine Light and killing them. I will not associate myself with criminals, killers. I do not care what reasons they have to go about doing that. But
Not even if they were justified.
I don't believe in killing, period.
That's fair. That's fair. It's a
So,
fair opinion. It's your opinion.
A couple years passed. At first, it was just small skirmishes. It's just like it was first more to spread propaganda, say bad things about the Church of Divine Light. As time went on, the Eclipse became a little more fanatical. They realized that this talking and diplomacy can only get you so far. They became a little violent. They started attacking the Church of Divine Light. This did not please Orion Dwendar, nor did this please, at that time, the head of the council, Maximilian Embry, the father of the current head of the council, Doran Embry. He's no longer with us, but they decided to enact a law. They called it the Lunar Reformation. Hundreds and hundreds of law-scale soldiers, members, clergymen of the Church of Divine Light, decided to enact their justified revenge on us. They hunted the Eclipse like dogs, strung them up, hanged them in the gallows, separated their limbs on racks, lit them on fire. I can go on.
Did they also attack the lunar, not just the Eclipse?
You say that and she just looks at the sad state of her church.
And how is that not also criminal?
Because it's the law. They hold power. What can I say? What they say is right, what I say is wrong.
But isn't it, did you just say that the Eclipse were terrorists because they killed? But yet the Divine Light, they're just passing law?
You know how history is written by the winning side, correct?
Yes, but I want your honesty. Then they're both criminals.
My opinions really don't matter in this regard.
But yet you're able to call the Eclipse criminals, and not bow with them. But of course,
we're going in circles right now. I'm here to provide you the information.
All right, fine.
You should care less about my opinion. It should not matter how you go about your life on what I believe.
It's hypocrisy.
They attacked. It was hysteria at this time. People couldn't walk down the street where vestiges of their church without being judged for what side you're on. Are you on the side of the sun? You're on the side of the moon. It really doesn't. At that time, it was absolute hysteria. People were attacking each other just for the religion that they believed in. It got to a point where look at the Eclipse. They wear a crescent moon. That means they have to be related to the Church of the Healing Moon as well. As you can tell with the sad state of our church and the lack of fellowship, we've been oppressed by the Church.
So you blame the Eclipse for the attacks on your religion?
Say that again?
So you blame what the Eclipse did to the Divine Light, and how the Divine Light perceived the Eclipse, they also attacked you. So you technically blame the Eclipse for what happened to your church.
You want my honesty? Yes, I do actually.
Sounds that way.
If they weren't that radical in their beliefs, if we could just work it out with a little bit of diplomacy, rather than deciding to cast fireballs, slit each other's throats, and attack each other just because they wear a sun or a moon, none of this would have happened. But yet again, that's history. There's no point in it now. We were just the aftermath of their attack on the Eclipse. They didn't want to take any risks, so they put their thumb down on us. They monitor us very carefully. We might as well not be our own church. We're the dirty little cousins of the Church of Divine Light at this point.
Oh, that's a shame.
You tell me.
And that's the only information you have?
You want to know my social security number as well?
I want to know why the only people who frequent your church still frequent your church. Why are they here?
Because they believe in the Moon Mother.
A scholar believes in the Moon Mother. Tell me another one.
I mean, there's that one beggar child, the one with the mousy brown hair and the ponytail. She frequents this church a lot. She's such a sad state she is.
Wait, you're talking about the leader of all those orphan children?
Yes, I feed the children as best as I can. The children come in from time to time, and they're malnourished and they're bruised. I do what I can to help make sure they're not sent back out in a sad state. I don't have much money. This church does not have much money. I do what I can to help. But I do what I can. The older one, she frequents this church a lot. She asks me lots of questions, just as annoying as you. And I teach her as much as I can. I let her read books. And I do my part.
What books are these? Perhaps we could take a look.
Feel free. And she points over to like this really sad little bookshelf. Is like just 2 tiers, and there's books in there.
I go over and start looking through for anything of historical reference.
There's a lot of historical reference. It basically just goes into more detail about what she just said about like the actual dates of what a certain like things. It's sort of like news, like archive. It's kind of like that. Yeah. It just goes into slightly more detail than what she's been able to tell you.
So it's still the Eclipses are the terrorists. They started the war.
Yep.
And then the...
Well, they didn't start a war. They started like a sort of like a
fireballing
people?
of
people. Yeah.
Okay.
Lightning ball.
And then they retaliated.
I want to know, what are you not telling us? So I want to do another intimidation to get it all and say, I don't want to have to come back here.
Make an intimidation check.
Oof. 3 and 6, 9.
I told you as much as Wait, who has the ring? Are you wearing it?
No.
Oh, it's just tucked away?
Perhaps it is time to wear it.
Well, I'm asking now, so.
It does have evocation magic.
Yeah, I'll put it on.
It is old.
Okay.
Wait, can I have my diadem back first?
Oh, yeah. She gave it back to you.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. So you're going to decide to take the ring out and just put it on right in front of her?
Mm-hmm.
Guess this has no value then.
You take the ring, you put it on. She sees the symbol on there. Her eyes go bug eyes like, you do not show that terroristic symbol in this institution. She's just checking all around, just like making sure no one's here to see it. It's like, put that away. That is the sign of the eclipse. Do not show that. If you show that even anywhere in West Harbor, you will be put and burned alive. Do not show. This is me giving you advice. Do not show that symbol around.
I'm gonna cast suggestion on her.
Oh, your new spell? Okay. What does suggestion say?
You seem very afraid. Why? See, what is it that you are hiding that you're very afraid about?
You cast suggestion, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And I can only do it in it's 2 sentences.
Okay. So
Make
let
them
me
feel
pull this
very
up.
at ease.
Okay.
They want to tell you things.
So you suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two and magically influence a creature that you can see. Okay, creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. The suggestion of the words failed save. All right, so they have to make a wisdom saving throw against you. What's your DC save?
My DC's, I think it's 15.
15? Okay.
I mean, I know it's a +6.
Oh, that's cocked. Eee. What do you want your suggestion to be? You're limited to 2 sentences.
Yes.
What are those 2 sentences? It lasts for 8 hours, I think, suggestion. It's
I
concentration.
want you to be open and honest with us and tell us exactly why you are really afraid of this symbol.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I do not want to go the way of my mother and my father, where everybody else in my family decide to fight for something that is just pointless. You just get burned for it.
So your parents are part of the Eclipse.
What's your name?
Oh, you never asked.
Now she's asking.
Okay. You can. Her name is Sister Agatha. Sister Agatha.
Last name?
Agatha Soulwind.
Mm-hmm.
Agatha Soulwind.
Is she in the tome?
If you pull up the Soulwind Dane.
She's there.
They're in
Agatha
there.
Soulwind.
Well, no. Agatha Soulwind is not in there, but you look at the last name
Soulwind family.
Is it crossed off?
7 of them.
7.
Soulwinds. Yeah.
Shit.
So you're going to defend the light who massacred your family.
They should have never got involved with terrorists. Look.
They were being pressured, and
I'm not trying to say I'm sound biased or anything, but this sounds like more than just a
Look, if you want
dealing with. You're basically giving us the propaganda, and we're asking for honesty. Is it that you're angry that your parents got killed by the divine light?
I'm angry because they decided to get riled up over words.
Words.
The words of Orion Dwendar. All he did was say that our church was a bit backwater and a bit antiquated, and that our God didn't exist, and blah 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 blah.
I mean,
and then they decide to fight back with force. It's just words. You gotta take words that seriously. Anyways,
sure it's
if
just
you want
words?
more honesty, if you want me to be honest, You come back next night. Under the altar, there's a trap door. Leads into the sewers. You'll get more answers there.
Excellent.
You can find more members of the Eclipse hiding around in the poo, doing all their little secret meetings.
Hey, Sebastian, remember that red quest?
Ah, yes. We
Again,
can collect some
talked about.
tails.
It's true.
Looks like you let fate choose for you to be a coward. It's a shame. A shame as old as you are.
Now, it could be that they were entirely wrong, the Eclipse.
Nothing. Do what you wish. And care less. But if I can just ask for one more favor.
Anything,
Get
Mother.
the hell out of my church.
Gladly.
There's a side door over here. Just ignore the cats.
Yeah, they're still horny. If you want to explore the sewers, muck around in the trenches and filth of West Harbor, you're more than likely to.
I'm out the door by now. I don't want to hear her filth.
You can find Eclipse members there. Maybe.
Do you think the sewers lead back to the crypt we found?
No.
Or not crypt?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Also,
It was 2 days travel.
well, this has been an exciting journey. I think I will go and get some rest.
Yes, I'm sleeping till noon.
Okay, so actually, for his thing and your thing, you actually, because the docks takes up the entire coast of West Harbor, and the church row would have to like sort of go around like the marketplace a bit. So there's a little bit of a cross section. What did you roll for stealth back when you were like a 12 or something, right? Heading towards like the docks, if I remember correctly. Oh, just make a new one.
Okay. Well, oh wait, you mean when I arrived there?
Yeah, when you head towards the docks.
I think it was like a. Well, I remember when I was dealing with the guys, I was a 12. Then when I got to the docks, like a 19.
19. I want you 4 to roll perception just to see if you can catch Kofax on the way to doing his thing.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to
19.
catch it anyway.
Nice.
19 plus 2.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. What do you
Oh,
get?
cocked.
Oh, cocked. Okay.
I see nothing.
You too. You see a very familiar hooded figure, sort of like bounding across alleyways, going and he's like climbing up walls and bouncing, running from rooftop. So it's pretty superhero-esque like, with his hood over his head. And you see this guy just jumping from rooftop to rooftop.
Is that your friend?
Yep.
Wait, what's going on?
Do you want to follow him?
I go wherever fate guides me. You tell me. If
orms
he
aren't acting
yet.
no,
I'm me too.
Want to go back and go to sleep?
I'm going to go chase after Kofax.
Wait, what's going on with Kofax?
your friend is apparently jumping from rooftop to rooftop, hunting something down.
Friend is a strong word.
Acquaintance.
Cora, how do you chase him down? Are you gonna?
I'm just going to follow the streets and try to like find him that way.
Just make a general dexterity check, just to like not run over like barrels and like bound through
Wow,
things.
you
16.
60. Wow, okay, not bad. Just dexterity. Just straight dexterity.
So 18.
Not saving throw.
Oh,
What's the modifier under your dexterity?
That's right, 18.
Yeah.
18? Oh, okay, so you don't have a. Yeah, Kofax, you're pretty eagle-eyed, but you hear much smaller smaller footsteps start following you from the bottom, and you look down, and it's just like, oh, it's Cora.
I'll follow.
Where'd you come from?
Oh, are you gonna jump off the roof, or are you gonna stay on the roof and just?
I'm gonna try and hop down so I can actually talk to them.
You're already at the docks, and you already noticed like the. Yeah. It's sort of like it's weird to narrate this, but it's sort of like this is the intersection where like these events sort of happen.
So Sebastian,
Yeah.
a nice bed, right?
Yes, indeed.
All right, you guys head to bed.
Good.
You guys are heading back to the tavern. Yeah, so Kof, you're
And
there
you
with
come. Yes.
with them.
you're there with Cora and Kismet.
Interesting display.
What's going on?
What were you doing?
Following up on something. And who are you?
Oh,
Oh yeah. You guys
Oh,
did this
yeah.
good job.
I think I saw you at the tavern.
Kismet. Nice to make your acquaintance. How much time has passed?
I would say that this is the tail. No, you already dropped your form in the.
No, I mean, can I entice him with a spinning wheel?
Oh no, it's not
Okay.
12 hours.
Okay.
It's actually no. I think if you look specifically under the Pact of the Spinning Wheel,
It's
is
one
it, is
long
it,
rest.
It's one long rest. Yeah, well, yeah, you haven't rested yet, so you
Okay.
can't use it again.
Kismet, I met your group of friends outside of the tavern, the university.
Yeah.
And we've been BFF ever since.
Don't ever say that word in front of me again.
This guy's really edgelord.
Not one for the humor, I imagine. Nice to make your acquaintance. What is your name?
Koufax.
Koufax.
He's fine.
If you trust him, I trust him.
Cool. Do you want any help with whatever you're doing?
I think I might. A bit more people here than I expected.
Killing time?
There might be. But there's a certain someone here that I want to save for me.
Cool.
The orbs are starting to glow. Looks like someone's fate is aligned for this evening. I don't get excited, but I kind of am.
Alright, tell me the target and let's go slaughter them.
Should we wait until your friends are awakened, or should we go?
Yeah, you see, the party's split. Like, you see these two going.
Yeah.
We're not waiting.
Lead the way.
And Odin, his name.
Odin Brock.
Yeah.
That's a name you recognize.
Odin Brock's here too. So I'm pretty sure. Wasn't that the guy that Chester was talking about?
You recognize it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, not only not out of character. Not only was Odin Brock something Chester didn't recognize, but it's also who wasn't it who the mayor was talking about?
Yeah, Marcus Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Will Wheaton.
He's here?
No. Odin Brock is here.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
sorry, I meant Odin Brock's here.
Apparently.
Alright, let's go.
Right.
I'm ready.
I want to survey the plains, see if I can recognize anyone, or see if I can just identify anyone's.
How are you going to go
faces.
about this? Because the docks is a lot of boats on the left, it's a lot of warehouses on the right.
But they're all in one warehouse. Though,
They're all in one warehouse. They all assembled. They actually got inside already from the last time you see them. And it's been relatively quiet the last couple hours. It's the only warehouse with light in it.
Are there windows or entryways up top I can look in through?
From up top, no. There's only one. Actually, make an investigation check. Are you on the rooftop right now, or are you on the ground?
I'm on the ground. Or I'm jumping up to the rooftop to check.
Okay, roll for just general athletics just to get up there, and then or acrobatics, and then make another roll for just investigation. Athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah, none of those worked.
Well, tell me the number.
I am tempted to re-roll lucky.
Did you just run into
Do
the
you have
wall?
one more roll?
Don't.
I do have one. Because
wanna
I'm
use
afraid that's going to alert some attention.
Are you going to use it?
Yes.
For the athletics, okay.
For the acrobatics.
Or acrobatics.
Much better. 15.
Yep, yeah. And make an investigation check just while you're on top of the building.
15.
There's sort of like you know, like those little like cylindrical like things of like spouts for smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one actually goes right through. They didn't install like any sort of like heating vent or like grate or anything, so this, you guys just peer through it right there, and you see a dwarven man in good merchant clothing, nothing too flashy, but still very well dressed, and you see a couple guys in hoods, dark hoods, a couple burly men that are there, and they're just talking. Odin Brock is on one side, the 7 are on there, and they're just talking about they're just talking about like the general wares of the building. Yeah.
So 8 total?
8 total people, yeah.
This seems like it could get really dodgy. What's the goal here?
What's the goal here?
He's on the roof!
Oh yeah.
What's the goal here?
Make a ooh, okay. Okay.
I'm kidding.
Are you kidding, or are you?
No, I'm not gonna yell up.
Okay.
Sorry, that was a joke. He wants to keep Odin alive. The rest we can kill.
Okay.
You just want to
Can I
That's cool.
That's
roll
me.
to see if there's anybody else in the shadows? Like if we start a kerfuffle, if people
Yeah,
come
make a
out of the
perception
docks
check.
in the roll. Yeah. 9.
I don't want
9? Oh, you want to make a?
Just because I'm trying to figure out the 2 faces of the guys in the hoods.
There's multiple guys in hoods. There's 2 sort of like stocky, burly type men, and there's 5 people under hood. One is like a hood, but also like studded leather armor as well. He's doing most of the talking with Odin right now, who are just talking, and sitting down, talking, pointing at crates in the building.
Do a perception check on him.
Sure, go ahead.
Nice.
That's a bad sign.
That's a very bad sign.
Oh, for the love of... Oh, that makes me sad.
Was that 20?
Yes, it was. 15.
15? He does not look like the person you're looking for. You're able to get a good look at him, but you do see a black handprint tattoo on his neck, not in the same position as the other one. This one will be right above the Adam's apple, probably the worst place to get like a tattoo. But yeah, they're all Dark Palm members. Yeah.
I'm gonna hop back down.
Make just the stealth check, just to land carefully.
18.
Yep, you're good. You're just like the shadow.
You got really close to those people, didn't you? Holy cow.
Yeah, I mean back down to where they are.
Yeah, and you're back down. Yeah.
So what's the play, new friend?
Keep Owen Brock alive, but if you see someone with a scar on his right eye, he's mine.
Cool. Let's go in.
You try and be as quiet as you can.
So you guys are sneaking up?
Is this a kidnap or is this an obliteration? Annihilation?
Try and take him alive if you can.
Take all of them alive or just Odin? And the Scar dude?
Odin and Scar dude. Odin and the man with the scar. But obviously if they put up a fight, do what you have to.
So as you guys are sneaking about, trying to gauge how to enter this warehouse, you hear a very, very loud thud. Thud. And it picks up. And so how the docks looks is that there's the dock. All the ships are lined up here, and the warehouses are right here. But on the other side, the warehouse is also a main road, and it's just like where just Standard City Road. You look over and you see about 10 to 15 law-scale soldiers travel in, and you hear the words, "All right, this is it. This is the thing. Ready, set, shock and awe, boom!" And they just start literally smashing down the doors, the side doors, and everything. And they're just bursting through it, and then make stealth checks to stay hidden from law-scale soldiers. You're out of luck, aren't you?
11.
11? Okay.
12.
2.
2?
5.
The law scales is like 3 suspicious figures right there after them. They're about like good 90 feet away. It's a good distance, and you see 2 law scale soldiers start running for you 3 now. They see your large body and they're heading towards you right now.
Okay. Do we roll for initiative or
do you want to attack them or do you want to?
No.
Put the hands up. I'm just following the wanted board. I turned someone in earlier.
I'm following him.
And you hear this, and you hear the fighting coming from the warehouse, and you hear screams like, "Ah, this is my first day. Oh, this hurts. Oh, this hurts."
So I take it they're losing.
Law scale or the?
There's a lot of law scale though, and they're like, "Darn it!" Make a persuasion check, just a minute, just so you don't seem suspicious.
10.
Okay, well, insight. You're a natural one. He's like, well, just be safe. I need to go back in there. For the law scale! And he just runs through the front door with a giant axe.
Dodge that.
And then you hear the clanging of blades and stuff, and more and more soldiers are just coming in. Everywhere.
Keep an eye on the guy that you want and make sure he doesn't escape.
Okay.
Do we?
I guess this is a rescue mission now?
Do we?
Oh, not at all.
Okay, rescue, and then we hand him to...
Do we help? Do we clean up who's left? Do we let this play out with some popcorn?
What the hell are you guys still doing here? Get out here. This is law scale matters. Get the hell out.
What do you want
Fate
us
has
to
decided that we should help them.
Let's move.
Your orbs aren't shaking.
Let's move.
They're
this
not
side.
shaking.
Nope.
Let's move to the side. Just go around the corner real quick.
Okay.
Cool.
We leave them up to their... we watch the melee.
What?
We watched the melee.
Oh no, I look at them, just go. You find the guy with the scar. He is mine. Make sure you save him for me. And I go and I hop and I try to scale the wall again.
Sure, athletics.
You mean acrobatics? Nat
Acrobatics,
20.
Sure. Yeah, well, it wouldn't matter either way. Dude, you're like Spider-Man mixed with Batman and all the cool ninja type things. Kovacs is just like somersaulting up the wall.
So what exactly is going on down there? How
are you looking through that little peephole?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's actually going pretty well for the Law Scale. They outnumber them a lot. There are a couple bodies on the ground, couple of the Dark Palm, couple of the Law Scale. No Odin Bruck. He just vanished. You don't see him. And as you look, like it's hard to gauge from just this porthole, but you're able to see a good amount of the Dark Palm members. No scars on faces.
Can we? Are we walking through, looking at corpses for scars on faces?
You're gonna go in there with all the Law Scale?
I thought that's what we were doing.
Is that what you guys?
You want to help him?
Sure.
Okay, you guys walk in, and he's like, "All right, well, who are you two?" Like a couple of Law Scale soldiers, just like a good night of them, just turn all their spears out. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Helping you?
We don't need help. We're the damn military. Get the hell out of here.
Intimidation roll.
Intimidate the Law Scale?
Intimidation roll.
Okay, roll try to intimidate him.
13 plus 6.
19.
We're here to help.
You rolled a 19, and his wisdom modifier is +1, so 20 on fortitude. Leave. Now. All of you.
I guess we're gonna walk out.
Get the hell out of here. This is official military business. And they've shackled what's left of the Dark Palm members.
And none of them have scars.
Nope. None.
We're back out. We're gonna need this fight.
Odin Brock is gone. There's no Odin Brock inside.
Did you see where he ran off to?
Is your ring still on?
Do investigation to see if there's any kind of.
No, I took it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
19.
You don't see him.
Wow.
You had one job.
Hey, who got turned away at the gate?
Do you want to go in?
There's nothing for me here.
Okay.
Just go.
All right.
Okay.
So you guys head back to the tavern? It's really
I
late
will,
at
yeah.
night.
Yeah, I'm on to sleep.
You get back and it's like the sun might be starting to rise. This is like late, like the tail end of 3, starting 4. You guys are exhausted. You've been up all day.
Sleep time.
For what you guys get, sure, it's a long rest. Everyone's back to max everything, so hit points, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's fine. Max full spell slots, max health, everything. You spent 2 of your hit dice, correct?
Yeah.
So you only get back 1 right now, if I'm correct.
Oh,
okay, so
okay.
you're to 3 rather than 4.
Still good.
All right.
I get to go deal with Bertram. Yay.
So are we hitting the sewer today?
In the daylight. Okay.
Oh.
Well, they're resting.
Well, there's a couple of things to do. We can head back and get the bounty on the giant rats and take them out in the
You already
sewers.
had it. Just to like, you don't have to necessarily grab the paper. They're just like, if you drop off rat tails there, they'll just like.
Gotcha.
But you did take the glasses one with the for Father Braun of the Church of Divine Light to find his glasses.
Although
Chester has.
Chester has that. I wonder.
Chester has that.
But
So
we-
technically, well, he
If I
did
see
tell
it.
you about it though. He did
He
tell
did.
you about it.
So he told us that they were lost right behind.
Gannick's magical goods in the marketplace.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I
fell
want to
down
sell
the sewer.
my hat there anyway, because I got turned away from the blacksmith.
They don't deal in magical goods.
I
Well, it's
see-
morning right now, so.
I think we do that.
Are you looking for you know who?
Oh, I made sure he was here when I got back.
Well, you got back with Sebastian before these guys got back. You open your room. You see, like, wet liquid on the bed. Bertram's not there. The window is cracked open. You're on, like, the 4th floor, and you see, like, bedroll sheets just down the... The door was locked, but you guys didn't do anything about the window. Bertram's gone.
Find him.
But another thing is gone.
What?
There's no Precious.
I'm going to bloody kill him. Sebastian! I'm banging on his door. I need your help.
I heard
Yes,
kill.
I walk to the door in the giant purple hat.
You wear that?
You wear that naked?
Is it in the morning? Is it in the morning or? Is
Oh no, this happened last
Oh,
night.
this
This
is
happened
right
last
at
night.
night?
Yeah, because
Did you just Kramer this? In a giant pimp hat?
Bertram's gone, and he's stolen Precious.
Where would he have gone?
I don't know, but I have a feeling he's probably going to try to sell him for more gold dust. We need to find him, like, right now.
it's like 5 o'clock at night, and he's in his PJs, but for some reason he wears a hat when he sleeps.
And this
Well,
is
we
happening
just
when
got
we just
in.
got
Yeah,
into
you guys
the
come
shop.
back. Yeah, so.
And so we hear this.
Yeah, you guys all hear this, and you guys are so
corridor.
exhausted. He's exhausted. He's in his.
Well, I mean,
Nice hat.
well, thank you.
Wow, nice
Oh,
guy.
you didn't say it.
I mean, I'm sure that I would have noticed this within minutes of coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would. You would mean.
Yeah,
I
so
guess
don't
I'm
think
not
he would
gonna
have
get
been.
to sleep. Hold on. Throw it in the bag. Get dressed. I think let's head out and find Precious right away.
Yes.
And then.
Oh, probably meet them as we're coming
yes.
down.
Yeah,
Oh.
okay. So it's not the morning yet. You guys haven't rested, so no hit points, no nothing.
Yeah.
You three come back. You see these two booking it the opposite. They're like towards you guys now.
What
good.
happened?
It's good you got back. Looks like my shifty manager has stolen Precious.
Are you gonna kill him?
Yes, I'm going to kill him.
Let's do it.
I don't mean that literally, but I'm very close to actually doing it literally. But
Just when I
he
thought I was
is
gonna
in
like you.
trouble. Who knows? Maybe I'll kill him.
All right, let's go.
I just stole
No
my
resting
crap.
for you guys. Okay, that's fine.
Let me cancel those number
Yeah,
changes.
cancel those numbers.
So I'm going to investigate
Ooh, that's a good
where
idea.
to see where he's gone. For
Sure,
his
make a
scent and his-
make a general investigation check in the alleyway where he jumped out of the
I got a 7.
7.
Want me to investigate?
Sure.
I need some help.
Sure.
Aren't you supposed to be Batman, man? What's up with your
18.
I'm a little sleep deprived right now.
19.
19?
Also, I'm a little pissed off.
Okay. You actually find so Bertram got out of the 4th story with a with sort of like a rope made of like blankets and sheets, and he got him down. And you see like a little piece of paper on the ground where he left, and you pull. It says the bone saws, loan and pawn on there, and it has a number written on the back. It says it has minus 2,000 GP, so it says minus 2,000 gold pieces, and it's a business card to a local pawn shop.
I give it to Io right away.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Where is this place?
This actually you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, in the old days there weren't necessarily addresses per se. I mean, if you were to ask around, there might be someone that'd be able to tell you.
Gilly!
She's sleeping in her room upstairs.
Yeah, I'm sure she's going to want to know that Bertram is gone.
She had one job.
Yeah, she had one job.
She gets to her door and just like, yeah.
Bertram's gone?
What's wrong? I locked him in his room
Yeah, he went out the window.
on the 4th floor.
Yes.
How?
And he has stolen something very precious to me.
Oh, the dragon. Oh.
Yes, he's stolen Precious.
Ugh. I can't imagine what he'd do with the dragon.
Sell it. Sell him.
Looks at the card and is like, oh, the bone saw.
Where's that at?
That's in the inner slums in West Harbor. It's just it's the neighboring neighborhood past the inner. It's past like the gate district. So like you guys been going leftward to do everything. This time you have to go rightward to do stuff. So
We're gonna go and get him and retrieve him back. I might kill him.
My orbs jiggle a little. Why are you in possession of a dragon?
I've learned not to ask questions about anyone here. Because
Just
you
go
will
along
never
with
get
it.
an answer.
Yeah.
He causes no harm to anybody.
He's a sweet little thing.
He's practically a baby.
Fate will not smile on you for being in possession of a dragon, but let's proceed.
He's not my possession. He's my friend.
Let's
If you
proceed.
say that again.
I will say this, since it's sort of like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. ish now at this point. The 12 hours on on his spell. It's faded, so don't worry. You don't have disadvantage on intelligence saving throws. But since you didn't take a long rest, you still can't use your pact of the spinning wheel until you do so.
Okay.
You guys are really actually. I'm gonna give you guys exhaustion right now, just for.
To be fair, I slept more. That I had a.
You.
I've only been awake for about 4 hours.
Yeah, you guys are fine. Level 1 exhaustion.
Can I just have coffee?
You can have some gold dust.
I'm ready.
Don't do it.
Where's level 1 exhaustion? It should be on the board. Oh, here we go. No. I think you have disadvantage on like any like sort of check. I think for level 1 exhaustion. I don't remember correctly. Level 1 exhaustion.
181.
Oh, would have slept, but he's so precious.
Exhaustion.
Let's go.
Yes, you guys go.
More time wasted.
That's fine.
Why?
What?
But we need you.
I have more pressing matters at hand.
Great. I mean, we have 15 minutes. We can go slightly over.
What I need to pay? I just need to pay a visit to the jail.
Okay, that's fine. Well, Kofax is gonna separate from the group.
Okay.
That's fine. Oh, wait, they don't have it here. Ugh.
Wait. I'll go along.
Okay. You have none of your lucks back, by the way. You didn't sleep it.
I know.
Yeah. Ace. God, jeez.
We can catch him quickly. We can get back
185?
here and go to sleep.
185 and 291.
It's only if we catch him. We've been gone, what, an hour?
He's at most 2 hours ahead of us.
All right, here we go. Yeah, you guys just have disadvantage on ability checks. So every single ability check in that skill box, you have disadvantage on all of it now because you guys are exhausted. Kofax, not necessarily, but you don't have your lucks back. You haven't healed up from all that stuff.
I'm
you
healed up, just don't have my.
you don't have your hit dice back. Yeah. You guys are exhausted right now.
So we are.
Actually, Sebastian, you were kind of sleeping. Well, did you? I would guess because Eel would see it right away as you were trying to sleep. Yeah, so no, you're exhausted too.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you guys are heading to the inner slums?
We're moving as fast as we can.
We can.
All right, yeah. It's not that hard to get there. You get to the inner slums. It looks very similar to the outer slums of West Harbor, except it's just walled in there. So it's lots of old brick buildings, stone buildings. Like just it's not a very nice place. And you see a lot of people around. It's starting. The morning of West Harbor is coming up, so there's a lot of people are starting to move about in the street now.
It would have been a lot easier to track your friend had you not given him a bath.
He still smells.
I'm not picking up on it.
Well, let's hope he didn't take a good bath. Let's see if there's any kind of muck that he might have been leaving behind.
Yeah.
Investigate.
7.
6.
10.
You see nothing. I mean, there's just so
17.
much people.
Right.
They step around
17.
everywhere. Nope, you don't see it. I set the DC at 25.
So I mean, we need to just ask people where the pawn shop is.
Yeah.
So just grabbing.
You just go grab a random.
Grab random people. Where's the pawn shop?
Hi, I'm gonna help you. Just a random, like, scrawny teenage.
What is the name
boy.
of the pawn
Where's
shop?
The bone saw.
We're
bone
looking
saw.
for the bone saw.
Big scary building at the end of the
Thank
slum.
you. Good
Bye.
night.
Yeah. Okay.
Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Running.
Yeah. You get there.
Moving fast.
Yeah, you guys get there. It's the only sort of like 2-story building in the inner slums from what you can see, and it says the bone saw, pawn, and loan. So yeah,
We barge in.
Yeah.
you just gotta kick the door down.
Wait, is it not open?
Knock.
Okay, you
We're
knock.
trying to push the door open.
He's like, come in. You,
Glad you didn't kick it down.
Did a halfling come in here not 2 hours ago? Less?
you see like this really gnarly, like this big human
don't care.
man. Yeah, and how can I help you?
Bertram 2 foot?
Oh yeah. Oh, he paid off his debt.
He stole my friend.
Too late.
Too late?
You see Precious in a cage right there.
Oh,
Belongs to me
I'm-
now.
Belongs to you.
Yeah, about that. That
yeah.
was an illegal sale. I think you might be good to let him go.
No. He owed me a lot of money.
I don't care. That wasn't his.
Do you want to spend that money on the hospital bill?
Or dead.
Okay, intimidating.
21.
21.
Sorry, 22.
22.
We'll rely.
Okay, yeah, even
That's
even the orc is impressed. What's your roll for intimidation?
Nothing.
Okay.
I rolled.
He looks
I
at
rolled
you just
6.
like
Actually, no, I did roll something. Actually, hold on. With the
intimidation. You're very charismatic, so.
True. 11.
11.
I look pretty pissed.
Look, I still need to run a business, all right? He owed me 2,000 gold.
Yes, I know, but that wasn't his. That was theft.
Look,
That was kidnapping.
That's kidnapping.
Perhaps we should call the law scale.
Apparently,
They won't do
22
anything.
isn't sufficient?
So 22
We'll
was...
find out.
Half of them are my clients.
So
Half of them are in my pocket. I really don't care. I don't really don't care about it. He is like has a gold teeth.
So 22 wasn't good enough?
No.
I am gonna lean over and try to intimidate as well.
Okay, go for it.
Give me something. 18 and 6. 24.
Wow. I mean, he's scary enough just from being a vigilante. You, on the other hand, you're pretty terrifying when you want to be. But this guy is like sort of like the underground, sort of like mob boss type. He's scared in the fact that you might beat him up, but the repercussions of like afterwards, he really doesn't care. He's like, look, I get it. You want the dragon. It's
No,
fine.
it's not about wanting the dragon. The dragon
Well,
was
you want the
never
dragon
his.
back. Do you know what? You could buy him back.
Or we could steal him back.
Or we can kill you.
He grabs this gigantic like saw blade in his back. He's
I don't
like,
really care.
guards, and you see
I'm
a
gonna
couple
charm
lost girls.
person.
Okay, charm person.
How many guards populate?
Well, before she had the charm person in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a quick question.
Yeah.
While she's doing that, is okay if I try and do perception, see if I can see like any kind of like other kind of entryway back there? Those are nothing.
You must make a wisdom
Saving throw against.
Before.
You first.
So. I got something for you, dude.
Ooh, no, he is charmed. He
Is
rolled a
he?
natural 3. Yeah.
Look, I'm going to ask you one more time. Please give me back my friend. I will make sure that Bertram pays you.
A charmed creature cannot attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magic. The charmer has advantage on ability checks and interacting socially with that creature. Okay, so you're persuading him to basically give you back Precious. Okay.
Yes.
A roll persuasion with advantage. With advantage, come on. What's the higher?
18.
18? Why do you care about 2-foot so much? Why? Like
He stole my dragon.
Look, okay.
And he was my manager. Was.
Okay, I'll make a deal with you, okay? You can take the dragon back. I just want 2-foot to pay me double. So let's make it 4,000 gold pieces.
I don't care. That's fine.
Perception check, you specifically.
14.
Looks like the tail end of black finger points sneaking under his shirt a little bit.
Wait, as in it's moving.
No. It's like
It's
see.
under the
It's similar.
clothes.
It looks like a black handprint, but you only see like the tail fingertips of it. It's somewhere around his chest. Like his shirt is kind of like a V-neck, but it's exposing a bit of his tattoo. Yeah. So okay, I'll give you the dragon back. Let me just get a little contract real quick, and you're gonna get Bertram and pay me back 4,000.
I don't care what you have with Bertram. That
Guards!
has nothing to do with me.
I'm gonna tear that part of the shirt open.
Dang. Okay. Easy enough. Don't even roll. You expose like man boob and like a black handprint palm right on his chest.
I'm going to tackle the hell out of him.
I'm gonna make sure that Precious doesn't get it.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, tackle him.
Okay.
Yeah, just roll athletics or
yeah, we're not even gonna count
Can I help?
that.
What is it?
Sorry, what was I rolling for?
Athletics.
4.
Or strength. Oh, what's higher? Your strength or yeah, it's the same thing, right?
They're the same thing. Wait, no, athletics is 3, so it'd be 6.
6? I mean, he's a very large, muscular, chunky dude, and you're trying to like take him down. It's getting kind of tough. He's like struggling. He's like, God.
Everyone, calm down, big sir. There must be something that you want.
Look at the print.
I know
He's a
certain
criminal.
things
I cast
may
invisibility
not.
on you.
You don't even notice. And
Oh, I'd say be ready to strike.
okay, yeah.
Is there anything that you want that would calm this situation down?
Yeah, my gold. You're taking my product.
What else do you
He's
want?
not a product.
Anything else?
He's a product.
He is
What
not.
else
see the
would
price tag
you
on him.
take for Precious?
4,000 gold pieces. How's that sound?
That's it?
You know,
Yes.
Can I? So I want to cast prestidigitation to like manufacture 4,000 fake gold pieces.
you mean
That's
you mean 40 plat, right?
40
yeah,
plat.
40 plat. 40 plat. 40 plat.
Are you doing this like in front of him?
Behind my back. Oh, look what I found in my pocket.
Look, okay, so
Spare 40
prestidigitation,
platinum.
it's like you can technically create like really crude objects and you want to make platinum like bars and coins, which is not hard, but the problem is with prestidigitation, they don't look very good. It's like kind of like shale rock and he's like, I got 40, and you just show him, it's like, well, he's technically charmed to you. He can't be this dumb, can he? Yeah, he's not dumb about that. He's like, that's not money.
I'm invisible, right?
Yeah, you're invisible.
I'm going to the back room to get Precious out.
No, Precious.
He's on the
is right
showcase.
here.
He's just on the shelf. In a
Actually,
cage.
he's actually right in front of him. Actually.
Yeah, he brought him down onto the showcase.
I'm invisible, so might as well get it open.
Grab and run.
Yeah, cage is open.
Wouldn't Precious just fly out then?
Precious can't fly. He has wings, but he can't fly. Statistically, he can't fly.
Yeah, they don't fly. His wing was broken, anyways.
Would he happen to be invisible underneath my cloak, since I got invisibility on me?
Because you're
Wait,
clothed.
no. He'd look like a floating object.
Yeah, he
Never
looks like a
mind.
floating object.
Oh, crap.
Okay, well the cage is open, and you've been struggling with him. He looks over to see you're like, that's not money. Get that out of my face. And it's like, what are you guys doing? And he sees the cage door open, and Precious just climbs out of the cage and gets onto your shoulders as quick as possible.
Yeah, I don't know.
Guards!
Time to run.
And it's like, what's wrong, Bonesaw? He's like, get these thieves right here.
Thieves? We're not thieves. You're a
And
member of the
Do you want to
Dark
talk or do you want to run?
We're gonna run.
Okay.
Yeah,
everybody
we're gonna
roll athletics to run.
God.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, that was luck.
20.
Oh, wow.
20.
22.
22.
9.
9.
I'm gonna suck.
Athletics. 12. Oh, they're wearing scale mail, so it's technically disadvantage.
No.
Oh, please. Oh, come on. 2 1s? Are you joking me? Are you joking me? I wanted this.
I'm guessing they both tripped.
You guys get out there, no problem. 2 1s. Wow.
Run.
Again.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
I've met this dragon for only 5 minutes, and look at all the trouble it's caused. Friend or not, you should probably find a way to get rid of it.
Ooh. You hear that, yeah.
Yeah, you watch yourself.
So you want to find your manager and kill him now?
I'm pretty pissed.
Or
No,
sleep
but-
and then kill?
Yeah,
Perhaps
sleep
his head
and
is worth 4,000 gold pieces.
Perhaps.
Highly doubt it.
I like
You
where your head
said.
is. I like
Bring
where
it
your
in.
head is.
As you guys are heading out of the
Yeah, we're
inner
running
slums
out.
and
We're running
heading
to the tavern.
Yeah.
running to the tavern. You actually, so Bonesaw's place was sort of at the, it was at the very end of the slum, so you can go from either direction. It really wouldn't matter. So you're basically just making a big roundabout now, a big loop. And at this point, you actually get a really, really foul smell. An incredibly foul smell. The same smell that you got when you entered through the city at the outer slums. So you see from the side, it's like this big, like swooshing sludge waterfall, and it's a giant sewer grate. And the doors to it are open as you guys walk by it, and then you hear the sound of. It's like, forget the rat tails, man. Come on, let's just book it. It's not worth our time. And then you see these two like bloody sort of like just hobo-looking guys, like they're clutching a bunch of rat tails, but they just drop it and they just book out. They're really hurt. And they're just covered in filth.
And we care why?
Because the Eclipse. Oh yeah, gather the tails.
Sure, fine.
The Eclipse
Gather the
members
tails.
might be inside.
Yeah, but we're exhausted.
I'm This I don't need to grab the tail. And why would? Yeah. You want to grab them?
Not the tails. I wanted to go investigate, but mental note on where this grate is, and we'll just go and sleep and then come back.
Okay. Easy enough.
Is Gilly waiting for us when we get back?
Yeah, it takes. You're very pissed, and as you walk into the tavern, you hear like sort of like a bit of like a bit of an argument, and there you see your manager, Bertram 2-Foot, shouting back and forth at Gilly about payment and all about certain things.
I'm gonna take out my rapier and I am going to thrust my sword and hit him right here. I don't want to kill him, but I am pissed.
Do you really want to risk that with a rapier?
You're right.
They're very pointy.
That's
You
true.
can borrow my dagger.
Or I'll just throw it to be right above his head. How about that?
Well, you're gonna have to do that next time. So that's where we're gonna end for today. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Warren, thank you so much for showing up. Man, you're awesome. I love your character. Could you be back next week? Your character's still very integral, if possible.
I think I can. If you have me, it's getting crowded around this table. I don't want to crowd, but I will.
No,
You're not.
we'd love to have you back, man.
Put me on the spot, and I have to say yes. I will be back.
Oh, Kismet will be back again next week.
Well, maybe not me.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, yeah, because Grant, you're leaving next week too. So, Kismet, you're changing seats next time. So, anyways, thanks much for everyone that tuned in. So, like we said, follow us on all our social medias: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. YouTube, the link is currently youtube.com/questchaos, right?
Correct. That is correct.
Yep. And any parting words that you guys have before we depart?
Thanks for watching.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Can't wait to
Please
do that.
do it next time
smile.
for me to actually make or maybe make a first kill.
Maybe.